What's up? I'm Ryan, aka BitLife, and this is my show. Kind of workshopping that intro there. But we're gonna be hanging out tonight with fitness streamer Holder Heck. So instead of trying to have a preamble and set up crap and do fun stuff like that, I'm thinking we just pull him up and we see kind of where we start. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Going on, man? What's going on? Yeah, I was just spamming emotes in chat.
Yeah,
How you guys doing? Yeah, welcome, man. I'm happy to be here.
Let's get the hype going already. I was watching your stream for probably about 2 hours also when I was making dinner. And dude, you're like a mad hatter, and your energy, I like went and had 2 shots of espresso just to get, just to maybe get close to that energy.
I'm telling you, I made sure I was ready. This is my baby. This is what I got going tonight. It's going to be fine, dude. We're going to be good.
Now, is that Diet Mountain Dew I'm seeing there? Yeah. Because I was wondering about all the sugar.
I try to explain this to people on stream a lot, but I have this like running joke with literally everyone who's ever met me. But yeah, I literally carry this around the gym with me. I've been doing it for like 15 years. I drink Diet Mountain Dew when I work out because it's caffeine and water. Like, I don't really see a problem with it. And everybody's always just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's caffeine and water, bro. Like, it's fine. And then you get this, you get this high energy me, and then I sleep really well at night when I crash. I think it works out very well.
You just got to plan that crash so it's not like 3 a.m.
You got to plan the crash. You got to time it correctly. Otherwise, you don't sleep.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And well, like you said earlier on the stream too, like if it fits your macros, like, bro, you're not just eating rice and chicken and broccoli all day. You're like, no, I had a freaking burrito, and like you can describe what you had today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, my meals today were literally, I got up in the morning, I made some protein pancakes. I posted about them in your Discord.
Yeah.
I bought a different kind of protein powder, and I don't actually like the way it tastes in shakes, so I've been trying to figure out new ways to eat it so I can get rid of it. And so I've just been making these protein pancakes. It's like 2 scoops of the protein powder, some almond milk, an egg, and some baking soda, and I've just been making these things all day. So I had those for breakfast. Then I went and worked out, I did a little workout earlier in the morning. I did that, and then I went and had a big old burrito from Chipotle, and then a burrito bowl from
not
Chipotle.
Just one burrito. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like, and it just fit my macros, dude. I'm at like 280 grams of protein, 187 grams of carbs. It's fine, bro.
Yeah, when you were saying you're 2,400 calories or whatever, I was like, wait, was that just the one burrito there? But it sounds like you had some good food.
The burrito was like 900, and the bowl was like 700 or something like that.
No, that's awesome. Cool. So for those who don't know what we do here, we kind of hang out with health and fitness streamers today. And, for the longest time, I freaking thought your name was Chad because you put that in like your bio or whatever, like the Chad lad or whatever. And people are always like, the Chad lad.
And everybody thinks my name is Chad. It's
funny. To the freaking point.
For the longest time, I had a flag of the country of Chad behind me when I worked out. And a lot of people were like, oh, fellow Romanian countrymen, because I guess they have basically the same flag. And I'm like, no, it's just a joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're like, sorry, your country is a joke to me.
It's from World of Warcraft. It's like a gigantic inside joke. I play an enhancement shaman. We were labeled Chad enhancement shamans. Then everybody started calling us Chads. Then I became a Chad. So now I'm Chad, even though that's not my name.
Yeah, I love it. To the point where too, I think I was on B-Wolf stream and I was like, oh yeah, Holder Heck, Chad. Like I was like, blah blah blah, Chad. And then I think he jumped into your channel and B-Wolf was like, yeah, so how's it going, Chad? And you're like, my fucking name is not Chad. I was like, oh, dang.
It's fine, man. It's fine. I'm okay with it. It's just an internet meme, and I've embraced it. It's fine.
I love it. No, it's great. So we're going to be playing some games today. We've got a wheel. Let's see if I can hit these buttons. I got a whole new system here, so when it all goes to shit, just hang with it and, I don't know, shout it out and let me know when things break. It's going to be great.
My stream breaks literally every single time I turn it on. I'm totally
dude. You know what happened on like the first 3 of these or 4 of these even? 2 hours and 4 minutes because the router, the Nighthawk router,
I remember you talking about that. It's like, it's very specific.
Yes, 2 hours, 4 minutes. All of a sudden I drop, but not enough. So like it keeps streaming, but then I drop out of the chat and it's just the guest or whatever. So
dude, this is such a random thing, but there's a guy in our guild and our WoW raids. Anybody who doesn't know, I'm a World of Warcraft player, but our WoW raids usually take somewhere between 2 and 3 hours. And we have this one priest in our guild, literally after he's been online for 2 hours on the dot, he disconnects every single time,
Oh, dude,
every
yeah.
single raid, and we know it. So like we're timing it. We're like, it's been about 2 hours. Fenn's gonna disconnect, and then he disconnects. Then we wait. Then he comes back, and then it's like he cannot fix it. He cannot fix it, dude.
Nice.
Is he Shadow? He's Shadow. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I mean, tell him to throw out that terrible Nighthawk, because there's like several generations of those Netgear Nighthawks that are just garbage. So, little bit of business here too. We will be giving out a gifted sub to Holderheck's channel, to Ben's channel, if you win the trivia. So if you win the trivia, you have a chance to win a gifted sub. So we're gonna do that. That's fun. That's like, a little thanks for coming on. So that'll be fun. And maybe if we can hit my sub goal down there. Hey, listen, let's see. Yeah. Did that come up? 5 subs down there. I'll give out another sub. Basically I'll just take all that sub Twitch money and just give it to Holderheck. So let's get that hype going. I hope the Hey Listen works.
5 subs
down below. That's right.
Okay.
We get that going. I'll add a second one to people who win at trivia. So you also got to win at trivia. You got to try a little bit harder. Yeah. Oh, dude. Did you just gifted them, dude? Well, that's very kind of you. Now I'm gonna re-gift them back. Twitch is like, yeah, just keep doing that gifting, guys. You're doing real great. Awesome, dude. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, maybe I just say like, yeah, we'll go to 10 and then we'll give another one.
Okay, I'm not gonna do another one. I'm not actually rich. I thought it'd be funny. I have this rule in my life that if I think something's funny, I'll do it up until a point, but I'm not gonna bankrupt myself.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. We'll send some of this back in just a minute.
We'll just make it 1,000. Like, okay, I guess that'd be funny.
Yeah, the wife's like, so I know I support this Twitch thing, but
what is this Twitch interactive payment?
What's going on here? Also, on my phone, it's like a work phone, so I subbed to like Beowulf or somebody the other day, and then it came through my work email. I was like, oh, all right, we'll call that a work expense. That'll be good.
Exactly. It's all work expenses, dude. You can write all this shit off.
So we will hit that. We're gonna hit that wheel in just a second. Thanks, Chun-Ri, for that follow. I think I said that right.
Hello, Chun-Ri. Hello, Acro. Hi, everybody. Hi, I see you guys over there.
Happy anniversary, guys. That's awesome. Congratulations. I just celebrated my 14-year last Tuesday. It was awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
So congratulations to you guys as well. So we're going to play some games. We've got a lot of fun stuff to do. You're all familiar with the wheel. We spin the wheel, we do the thing, and it's going to be great. So let's do it. Let's get that first wheel spin, and then we'll hear a little bit more about who Ben, a.k.a. Chad, a.k.a. the Holderheck is. Oh, man. So this is coming up right away.
This thing? Oh, it's just up. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I probably should put an arrow on that.
Yeah,
this is
where's the arrow?
Don't worry. Everything is just kind of cobbled together. And days when I work from home like today, so anybody who is in this morning may see that I look like I'm wearing the same clothes. It's because I am. Because I was like, I don't think I really sweated today. I'm just gonna keep the clothes on. So hopefully I'll change tomorrow. All right, so we're going to play this game, Two Truths and a Lie. It's very simple. You're going to tell us 3 different things, and I can vamp while you come up with it. But you're going to tell us 3 different things about yourself, 3 different facts, and one of them is a lie. And chat is going to guess, and this is great because we hit that goal. So if 2 or more people get it right, we're going to give some gifted subs to those people who get it right. You can't already be. I told myself
I would brainstorm what these were going to be beforehand, and then I didn't. So now I gotta try to figure this out. So give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, this will be good. And part of it too is try to trick your audience as well. So you've told a lot of stories. You've been streaming. You've had several streaming sessions, as they call it. So
yeah.
Dig real deep and think of what we can do.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. Just talk about stuff.
Yeah. No, it's good.
20 more seconds.
Chun-Ri or Nancy. What's the secret to a long, happy marriage? I have no idea.
I've only been going 14 years, guys. It's not that long yet.
I know. We're just starting to get into it. We're just past that honeymoon period. Happy life, happy wife, happy life. You can be right or you can be happy. Let's see, one of those. Like, yeah. What was I think when we were talking in Acro stream the other day about this, like, being right or Beowulf stream or somebody's stream is like, because all of us I think the same. We're like logical, but you can have different kinds of logic, and just because you're logical doesn't mean you're empathetic or kind, and that can be real tough. So all the things you told your ex-wife, oh, Mobius. That's all right. I think it worked out all right now.
Okay, I got three of them. I don't know how good they are, but whatever. They're the first three things that came to mind.
That sounds exactly like what we need. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with one that may or may not be a lie or a truth.
Ooh.
So this, I'm just. Actually, we'll start with a different one. Okay, so when I was younger, people may or may not know this. I do a lot of like spin kicks and punching and kicking and stuff on the stream. I've been involved in martial arts since I was like a very small child. I got put into martial arts as a kid. I was a fat kid, and they're like, learn how to defend yourself. You get beat up too much. So I got put into judo and karate and taekwondo and all that stuff. And I was like really, really into it. And when I was 16 years old, my greatest achievement in martial arts is I went to the junior nationals for judo, and I got third place in the junior nationals. So that's like my all-time life greatest achievement in martial arts is I got third place in the country once.
Peak goals there, yeah.
Peak achievement, dude. Peak achievement, third place, dude. Third place. But okay. Okay, now here's number two. Here's number two. And God, I feel like I was talking about this on stream earlier, and you guys can determine whether or not I'm embellishing this at all, and whether or not this is the truth or the lie or whatever. I don't care. But we were talking earlier on stream. I was doing deadlifts. And Diamondo came into chat. Diamondo Fit. You guys should follow him if you don't already. He's very, very funny. He's very strong. He's very knowledgeable. He's very degenerate. But he came into stream and he's like, bro, put on Annie Lennox, bro. No More I Love You. It's the ultimate deadlift song. So, I put on some Annie Lennox and I just start cackling because there was a time in my life, probably when I was like, it just seems like a lot of my formative years, it's like all my stories come from like being like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. But right around that time, I was in this like Annie Lennox phase. I was just listening to the Eurythmics like all the time. Like Missionary Man, No More I Love Yous, like all these songs, right? All these songs. And I'm just like blasting them like loud as possible off the back porch. I'm listening to Ace of Base. Like just songs that you wouldn't necessarily attribute to like a young man.
Sure,
and so
yeah.
My dad,
it probably helped with your popularity, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't really help with my popularity. So my dad took me aside one day as I'm just blasting Annie Lennox off the back porch of our house, and he's like, "Son, I just want to let you know that if you're gay, I'll still love you." And I'm like, wow, Dad, thanks. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm just awkward and I don't have a girlfriend, okay? But thank you.
Yeah, it's so good to know you're there for me. That's awesome, though. I love that.
Yeah, I was actually very proud of him. He's a very old school guy. He's almost like 80 years old. So, I'm pretty proud of him for that support in my life. But yeah,
wait a second.
Definitely
This was your second story? I got so lost in it, I forgot we were playing a game.
Yeah, this is my second story, bro. I'm going. The first story was the judo one.
Yeah.
This was the second story. So second story was Dad thought I was gay because I listened to Annie Lennox. So that was cool. Cool of him. I mean, very supportive though. Very supportive for sure. I'm gonna try to slow down my train of thought. I'm gonna try to talk slower. And then this kind of flows into the same story. Sort of. So I recently, a couple of years ago, discovered this musical genre called city pop. I believe I was telling you about it as we were going live because you're like the music from the stream. I'm like, I'm gonna be listening to city pop.
Yeah.
And so there's this song that got like really weird, obscure internet popularity called "Plastic Love," which is this like 80s sad pop ballad from Japan. My favorite song of all time, without a doubt, will never be replaced. And I don't have any tattoos, but my first tattoo is going to be to get the lyrics of that song on my forearm.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, what's like the first couple lyrics?
It's like, I'm just playing games. I know that's plastic love. It's so good, bro. It goes so hard. I've hit PRs to that song.
Oh, geez.
Okay, it goes so hard. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, yeah, Plastic Love is my favorite song, without a doubt. That's story number 3.
I love that so much.
So if we need a recap, 'cause
I've got it
very fast. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1, involved martial art, or you've been involved in martial arts since you were a small child, got put in stuff because you were fat. Junior nationals, 3rd place in judo? Or
Judo, yep.
Judo. All right. Dad thought you were gay because of Annie Lennox, because of all the rad music you used to play.
Dude, I'm sorry. Annie Lennox makes very good music. Like, I'm so sorry. Like,
yeah. And then the last one is the lyrics on your forearm if you get a tattoo, or when you get a tattoo, or if you get a tattoo.
Yeah, I've never gotten a tattoo, but I've told myself for sure now when I do get a tattoo, because I gotta envision it. But like,
I'm just playing games.
The lyrics of Plastic Love on my forearm. Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. All right, get it in chat. Let's go. Love that song. All right, what do we got? Guesses. Borg number 2. Be like, no, your dad would never be that kind. Malik number 1. You are not a judo champion. Let's see. Can I be recapped? Yeah, you got the recap there. You'd like to ask Holder a question if possible? Yeah, you can totally ask a question after.
Yeah, of course, no problem, guys.
I do this. We'll ask the question. I gotta write this down. Actually, I gotta write your names down so I make sure I got everybody. Let's see. I mean, Indy, do you have a question about one of these stories? Because that could be contextual. That could be really important. So
yeah, Indy, I can ask a question.
Yeah. So number 1, we got Bellex, Omni, Quav. What's up, y'all? Miniature action, Jesus, brah. Thanks for the sub. Nice. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Okay, 3, because he thinks his body is too perfect for a tattoo. Honestly, I kind of thought that too. You know, if you don't have anything and you do have a great bod, that's a good reason. And boy, do you have a great bod. Let's turn this into the ASMR stream. I forgot. I was looking through Twitch today. There's like, is this mature? I was like, I wonder if at night I should turn that on. Turn the mature thing on.
Yeah, I never know. I never know whether or not to turn that thing on, because I just feel like people are going to see that and be like, what the hell do they talk about here?
Yeah,
it's like, I literally need a disclaimer.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you feel okay? We'll ask that question in a minute. Imagine putting a bumper sticker on a Bentley. Yeah, that's true. You'll go for 1 blindly. That's perfect. That's how Rionic won last time on Friday. Okay. Anybody else? Bellex, Celtsy, you on here? Full Bromo. Malik, did you get in on this? Anybody else? Numbers? Let's see. Did I miss some up top? Shout out if I missed you. Ooh, Borg, you're number 2. Malik is number 1. Okay. Number 1. This is a pretty good spread. Yeah, Acro.
I'm just over here vibing, bro. You do you, man.
Number 2. Number 2 is definitely fake, because your dad still thinks you're gay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I definitely have multiple children, but who knows, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
you never know what goes on behind closed doors.
All right, Celsius number 2. Here we go. Beowulf. There you go. Blind number 3. That's what I like to see. Okay. That's what we got. All right. So what's my guess? I don't know. I would say number 3. The whole tattoo. Like you might not get a tattoo, but if you did, you might get that. But I don't think you're planning on getting a tattoo. So what is it?
Okay.
What's
Do
the
I
lie?
reveal it now?
Lay it on us.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why the other things are true first, and then we'll get to the lie. So I've wanted to get tattoos since I was a little kid, and I've just never pulled the trigger on them. I literally have a notepad on my phone that I have transferred from phone to phone to phone to phone every time I change my phone, of dozens of tattoos that I want to get. And I just know when I get one, I'm going to have to eventually get all of them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I've never gotten the
first
won't stop.
One
yet.
Yeah.
But I want to get them, and I'm going to eventually look like a convict. That's
Sweet.
just going to happen.
Dude, I am so here with you. I'm ready. Yeah, let's get them scarily coming up. Body. like here,
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
gosh.
I want to be financially secure enough to where I can have the neck tattoo and not have to worry about it being a problem in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, get a little
But
tear just in case too, just for
yeah, just the
intimidation.
tear, just
I
in
like
case to
it.
scare people off. You know, just in case. Be like, listen, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't want none. I got a teardrop.
I love
so
it.
the tattoo is definitely true. Plastic Love's definitely my favorite song. Number two, my dad absolutely, definitely pulled me aside and told me he would be okay with me being gay because of my Annie Lennox love and my Ace of Base love. I don't really have anything else to say about that. That really happened. I can't really explain it further. Like, I cannot express to you guys enough how naive I was as a 10-year-old, literally max volume blasting Annie Lennox's Missionary Man in the heart of Southwest Detroit, while I did like katas on the front sidewalk. Okay, like I can't express to you, like these things really happen. And
Just like this.
So exactly, bro. Exactly. Just it's a missionary man. You know, just doing it, bro.
I used to do that stuff. I got you.
Don't turn around. See, exactly. And I took a page from Acro's book when he did the show, and I just hid the lie within the truth. I
Smart.
was a judo champion. I just wasn't as cool as a national judo champion. I got third in the Midwest.
Hey, there you go. I thought you were gonna say like in my town.
I didn't get third in the nation. Yeah, I got third in like the multi-state area. So that was it.
Dude, nice. Yeah, I was in a tournament. It was local, and I don't remember what I got. Clearly not a great position, but I do remember fighting the sensei's daughter, and she was like a whole head shorter than me, and I'm probably 6 or something at the time. So me being a nerd, I'm like, what's the smartest way to win? I'll just jump out of the way and tap her on her head. So after like 2 points, they're like, kid, you can't do that. You got to fight. So then it just turned into, your typical like, okay, ready, fight. Gah. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened. Ready, fight. Gah. But so, dude, bro, I got you. I feel you.
Yeah. That was like my very first karate tournament. I did a taekwondo tournament when I was really young, and I was like a little bit bigger than all the other kids, so I had longer reach than them.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I actually won the tournament just by blocking and punching 3 times in a row. That's all I had to do. I just block punch, because my arms were like as long as their legs. So I was just.
Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Easy. Yeah, I love that. So when are you gonna get that tattoo? When are you gonna get? Let's see.
Here's just another random tangential story. So this is probably the reason. Well, I mean, tattoos are expensive for one, and that's one of the reasons why. Like,
I'm gonna fix this
really
text.
Got one.
By the way, do you see all this text?
I see all that text. There's a lot of it.
I copied something. Oh, dude! Like somehow OBS was like, you know what? We're gonna copy all this text. Let's try to get rid of that. There we go.
Yeah, Chunri. I did Taekwondo and Tang Sudo, but most of my background is in Judo, Isshin-ryu Karate, and Jiu-Jitsu.
Real quick, again, a tangent before your tangent.
Okay.
I'm not familiar. So I'm familiar with Taekwondo and like American Karate. What was the other one? And
I did Isshin-ryu Karate. It's a
okay.
hybrid. It's a hybrid style of Shoin-ryu Karate and Goju-ryu Karate. So it's. I don't really know how to explain it if you don't know those two forms, but it's basically like a very hard style, like blocky, punchy, stompy karate that was kind of stolen. Basically, all karate is modified Chinese forms. So Goju-ryu was a modification of a Chinese style of Hung Gar, and Shoin-ryu was a modification of, I think one of the other kung fu's, but I can't remember the complete history. But anyway, Isshin-ryu is those two put together.
So very much in that kind of karate, what we would think of as karate, blocky, punchy. Styles.
It's very blocky, punchy. Isshin-ryu's claim of uniqueness is it has a vertical punch. So the punches are like this as opposed to like this, and it's supposed to be faster.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I just practice, only the one move, only the 0, 0 inch punch.
Yeah, dude, the 1 inch punch. That's my cool human trick. I do that in the bag all the time.
Nice, yeah. Let's see. So, okay, that was my tangent. Back to your tangent. Your tangent from that story.
I was just gonna say, so like tattoos are really, really expensive, and I'm actually pretty happy that I didn't have the money to start getting tattoos when I was younger, because the very first tattoo I wanted, the first one on my list that is not going to be performed, thankfully, but I
like
keep it
right
there as a
here.
reminder
Like
of
right here.
yeah, how stupid we are when we're children. But the very first tattoo I ever wanted was, I don't know if anybody played Street Fighter, but there's a character in Street Fighter named Akuma who has the kanji symbol for 10 or heaven appear on his back when he wins. And I wanted to get a full back piece of that kanji in red. And I'm very happy I didn't. Because, yeah, I'm just going to say I'm very happy I didn't. I feel like that wouldn't have aged well.
Yeah. No, that's interesting too. Acro mentioned that as well. Like, just be careful with what you do. I'm like, yeah, I'm like 37. I think I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of dumb, but it looks cool. So I'm good with this. Right.
Yeah,
but had I done
exactly.
this, I don't know, 18, I probably, I'm in a very different place than when I was 18. I don't know how much
Yeah.
my mentality is going to change, like all the brain wiring kind of solidifies and it's just a big dumb rock now. So I think I'm pretty good now. And I'm like, yeah, as I'm designing this, putting a lot of thought into it, like with B Wolf, with Joe's stuff, I think I'll be all right,
Yeah. I've always thought of tattoos too as like I've met a lot of people that like you would see somebody who looks like a big burly dude, but then they'll have like a chocobo or like Mario or something on their
I
arm. And
freaking
you're
love
like, oh,
it.
we
Yeah.
have a lot of stuff in common.
Yeah.
And I've always thought that like that would actually be like a nice because I think like a lot of people for me, and I've known this for most of my adult life, is I've transitioned into looking like a douche bro. That like a lot of people just assume that I'm like a big dumb jock, and they don't really look past that until they get to know me. And not everybody has a chance to get to know you. So I was thinking like, man, like a full sleeve of like nerd shit. Like a Chocobo, Final Fantasy characters, some Mario stuff, some Zelda stuff, just like all the way up the arm, just to be like, look I am one of you, except me.
Yeah. Well, I would love to maybe like hide it in a little, like in a stylistic way. So somebody somebody sees that and they're like, ooh, dude, that's kind of rad. And then they get a little closer and they're like, oh, dude, freaking Cloud Strife right there. And this, and like, cause I think that's what I want to do. I want to get some Norwegian style, which once you go back far enough, it all kind of becomes islander, loopy, flowy, kind of really cool stuff that you can combine together. So get some of that Norwegian stuff, because that's like the largest ethnicity that I can claim in my family. And it's kind of badass. I do have like a distant relative named Ragnar Fring, so it's pretty badass. So having some of that and then hiding like
a Viking,
the little
even if they
choco.
weren't, they
Oh my
are
gosh!
now.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna be like, you know who could use the Vikings right now? Ukraine. So send my people over.
Send them in, bro. Send them in. Axes and beards and shit to get stuff done.
So yeah, I mean, I think that'd be really cool. And who was it? Oh, Ivo Zumaki. You familiar with him?
Oh yeah, he's got cool
He's
tattoos.
got a ton. Yeah. And I haven't asked him about it yet. I'll probably bring him on and ask him about it too. But
I feel like they're all Naruto, if I had to guess.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we've got lots of great examples too.
I'm pretty sure he actually has the nine-tailed fox tattooed on his chest. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Just not on the lower back.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, not the nine-tailed fox on the lower back. That would be slightly different. I want to get a nice dolphin jumping over a rainbow down there. I feel like that'd be a good one.
Yeah. No, I just want like a motorcycle, like those big old handlebars. I just want to get those right down there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'm with you on this. Okay, so let's see. So number one was your lie.
Number one was the lie.
You were not the national champ. Okay,
I was not the national third place. I was the Midwest region third place winner.
Sure. I love it.
Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Star Wars. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, I don't have chat.
I was just reading it. I'm all over the place, bro.
Ooh, nice.
This is me.
No, that's good. That's good. Well, this is a new setup, so like I don't have chat because like OBS for some reason like just hides windows. Don't know why that's going on. So I don't have chat in OBS. So I have chat and it's fucked up. You got it.
Yeah, I just have your stream over here muted, and I'm reading chat and then looking over here at our little video call.
I mean, I've had our video call muted the whole time. I'm just reading lips. It's a pretty fantastic skill.
That's a skill. Holy shit! International spy.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. So we haven't really even introduced you. So
hello.
Let's introduce you. I introduce you as Ben, aka Chad, aka the Holer Heck, aka the Mad Hatter. There's a very Mad Hatter vibe.
I don't know how to introduce myself. It's a problem I have.
Well, like, and I saw that video you sent too. So you've definitely got a lot of story. Everyone's got a lot of story, and that's kind of why I do this, because I love to hear it. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like what's kind of your, what's your origin story, dude?
Everybody hates talking about themselves, man. Okay. I mean, I'll just yes, my real name is Ben. Hi guys, I'm Ben. Welcome to reality.
Yeah, it's Ben spelled Chad, I think.
Yeah, it's Ben, but the B, E, and N are silent, and it's pronounced Chad with umlauts over the D.
Yeah.
Chadua.
Yeah, it's like Uber Chad.
But yeah, guys, I don't know, man. I suck at this whole life story thing, so I'll just hit the major points. I was born in and around Detroit, grew up in a incredibly urban neighborhood, was beat up incessantly, got thrown into karate, made martial arts most of my life up until I was about 27. I have 7 professional cage fights. I'm a black belt in a form of karate and judo and Japanese jiu-jitsu. I've been doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu and all those martial arts most of my life. I had a pretty traumatic back injury when I was... Actually, I don't remember how old I was, and I'm not going to do the math, but back in 2014, I had this sort of experimental treatment done on my back after I heard about it online. It was called Regenikine. They took out my blood, they put it in a centrifuge, they injected it back into my back as like an anti-inflammatory. 6 months later, I was 100% fine again. But it's another reason why I don't really lift super heavy or anything anymore. After rupturing my discs and herniating them like that and getting fixed, I did my bodybuilding show in 2015 to prove that like I was healthy again. I had been working as a personal trainer since 2012, and I've been doing that for about 10 years now. And yeah, I mean, my whole life, honestly, has revolved around health and fitness in some way, martial arts for the first 3/4 of it, bodybuilding for the last. And on top of all of that, when I first started streaming here, I started streaming World of Warcraft Classic. I am, I don't really know how to explain it, a niche underground internet celebrity when it comes to World of Warcraft.
Guys,
probably one of the most
prolific
enhancement shaman streamers in World of Warcraft Classic. If you type Holderheck into Google, you will see my dominance. But other than that, man, that's really it. I don't know. I moved out to California for a couple of years. I did stand-up comedy. I tried my hand at being an actor, but I can't memorize lines, so I suck at it. And then we started doing the Twitch stuff, and here we are, man. That's my life story. I'm married. I got 2 kids. I really like Diet Mountain Dew. There's a lot of other stuff to talk about, but I mean, that's it. I don't know. Hello.
I love it. No, that's fantastic. And let's do a quick shout out for Max Carnage. Thanks for that raid.
Max
Fitness
Carnage.
Grandpa on Twitch. Thanks everyone for coming in. We're hanging with Ben, aka the Chad, aka Holderheck, the Mad Hatter. If we can come up with more names, that'd be great. Liberty Bibberty.
Yeah, dude. I'm a little all over the place. I don't know, man. Dude, I love your energy, though. For sure diagnosed ADHD, and I just embrace it, dude. I just embrace it. I lean into it, and I'm the most distracted human being on the planet, but I will be very focused for the 3 seconds I'm talking about whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, well, and you somehow create content. Like that was something that I was very happily surprised to find, like your YouTube stuff. So I've kind of been trolling that for the last day since I saw your one video that you sent as well, the back video. We'll get some links up somehow in a little bit. But okay, so fitness. And Bellex, let's see, business. Bellex, Indie Fit, Malik. If you don't have a sub to Holder's channel, since you guys did win, I can pick 2 of you to get a gifted sub. So let me know. Shoot me a message if you are not subbed, and I'll give you that gifted one. It'll be great. Okay. I already have one.
Wow, none of them want it. Cool, guys. Cool. Cool. That's fine. You don't want my emails anywhere. They're not good.
No, this is real. Let's live in this moment.
They're not good. Whatever goes.
I love it. I'll pass.
Sick. Cool.
I'm gonna give it to somebody else awesome then. We'll come up with a different way for somebody else to win that, because it's awesome, and somebody awesome is gonna win it. What was I gonna say? Oh, so fitness, right? So
yeah,
you've always kind of been involved in fitness, and I actually kind of share the fat kid put into martial arts. Like that was a weird thing. Like, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
This will be your
if
sport.
You watch
like,
the Cobra Kai show, like,
oh
I
my
feel
gosh,
like it's
I
like
love
literally
it.
a cross section of my youth. They're like, oh, it's a fat kid who's ostracized. Put him in martial arts.
That'll give him confidence. Yeah. It was totally on like confidence. 60 Minutes. It was like, don't let him play the D&D. That's the devil's game. Get him into karate, and he will have friends. Bro. And
Cobra Kai is the best, man. I
oh
love
my
Johnny.
gosh. Well,
I love Johnny so much.
Okay, so tangent on that real quick. I think the reason the show's so good is because like it plays that like everyone's kind of good, everyone's kind of a dick, like, and so you can sympathize with everyone. And when you go from Johnny to Danny, actually I think Danny's kind of a bigger dick most of the time.
With Danny though, Danny's a dumbass. I don't think
I tend to agree.
I don't think anybody sympathizes with Danny or any of that. It's the Johnny show for me, dude. It's the Johnny show for me.
Well, and
I look at Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai, and honest to God, I'm just like, this is a Black Mirror version of who I could have been. Like, this is just me, dude.
Yeah. Well, and that's so that interesting perspective. Like, we see the movie, but we hear it from Johnny's side. Like, oh yeah, Danny was always picking on me or whatever it was, and it's like, oh, it kind of does look like that from your perspective. The origin
of that show, right? There was a YouTube video that was released like 10 or so years ago. Some like film school student released this YouTube video that was basically like a breakdown of how Danny's the actual bully.
Oh,
and Johnny saw that, and Johnny's the head writer on that show. So the actor who plays Johnny's the head writer. He saw that and he's just like, bro, we're gonna make an entire show on this premise.
I love it. Yeah, I had no idea, but that kind of makes sense because obviously, he's like the black sheep, the underdog, the anti-hero. So yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, also, I see Chun-Ri saying "mind blown." So we'll keep dropping these facts. Also, I saw that they started
these random knowledge bombs that I have, dude.
I saw that they started watching Battlestar Galactica. Have you seen that show? I'm gonna I don't get any money if you watch it, but I just get happiness if you watch it. Do you watch sci-fi?
Have I seen Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah.
So okay. So here's the thing. Are we talking about like the original series, like the one from the 70s? Or like the
no. Screw the original. I tried that. I tried so hard to watch the original.
So please don't hate me because I really try not to like poop on anybody's fandoms, and I realize I do this all the time because
but you're a total hipster. It's great.
So yeah, I'm a super hipster, bro. Like I watched Battlestar Galactica religiously up until, and this is spoilers. So please cover your ears if you want to watch Battlestar Galactica. I'll give you 3 seconds.
We're 10 years.
2, 1. But up until like it was like whatever episode in the second season when the president was supposed to die and then she just didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm done with this show because you can't lead on the fact that she was supposed to die for a season and a half and just be like, well, the show's too popular now. We got to keep her on.
Right.
It was like that was like the beginning of my I'm just not going to watch anything ever again. Period in my life.
Okay. Did you ever enjoy Freaks and Geeks like 1999? On Fox, maybe.
Show.
Okay, so that's Judd Apatow's show. It had like everybody, all the young comedians in it, but it got canceled because they're like, hey, everyone is kind of a loser and they're all failing. How about we let them have some successes, let them have some wins? And Judd's like, no, this is about like staying positive and happy and good through all that failure and disappointment, that we all can relate to in high school.
I mean, that sounds like something I would enjoy. I'll have to check it out. And I've heard people
say
they
canceled
good things about that. And then they canceled because of course they did. Because of course they did, right? Because if anything is actually giving any sort of like good premise,
if it's useful.
Like, this is a little different. Oh, this is how the world really cancel it.
Right, exactly. So I mean, it seems like kind of up your hipster alley of like. It wasn't, I don't know if it was necessarily popular at the time, super popular now, but it got canceled because it wanted to be its own thing.
It was too good, obviously.
Yeah, Acro, Freaks and Geeks is great.
That makes me want to watch it for sure.
Yeah.
Anything that was canceled because it was too good, for sure. Absolutely. I have to watch it. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. We've got just a little bit into the story and I have lots of follow-ups, but we're going to hit another wheel. Because that's kind of what we do here on the game.
On tangents, bro. I'm sorry.
No, this is the tangent show. It's called the Bit Life Show, but I just want to go down every tangent, and I don't care. Ooh, what's coming up? Revealing.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
One's it on? I don't know.
My children would be so mad. They'd be so mad. Like, for whatever reason. Okay, so all my children are very stubborn.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, one of them when we're playing a game and you spin the dial, if it's anywhere close to in between two things, she's like, nope, respin. It's on the, and I'm like, no, it's clearly here. She will like,
but this one's good because there's no arrow, so you never know.
I know there's no arrow.
She can't possibly be bad because you don't actually know which one it's on.
Oh, dude, what? So it should pop up in chat, but I'm not seeing it. So guys, what actually came up? Because I was talking when it happened.
Oh, it was 10-pound dumbbell hold. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is dumb. So let's do the dumbbell hold.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm gonna hold 2 of them because I'm neurotic and I don't want to just train one arm. So I'm gonna do 2.
I'm gonna do it. I'll get 2 as well.
Okay, cool. It's not actually because I'm competitive, guys. It's not because I'm competitive. I just don't want to train one arm. It has nothing to do with competition. I just don't want to just train one arm.
No, I'll typically do the other one as well. Now, what you don't know is
hey!
whether or not we have it off screen.
Hey!
Yeah,
Twinsies, buddy.
We're twinsies,
dude. I like the fact, I like the selecticize things. I hate using heavy weights with these, like when they're on the knees and you're throwing them up, or
oh, dude, I always
getting it on
always
the
feel
shoulder
like
to
just,
do stuff.
Fall onto my face, dude.
Oh my gosh,
I'm just waiting one day for them to slide out of place and just break my nose.
Well, dude, I've like bruised. Like one day I was like at work and I was like my thigh was hurting so bad, my quad. I was like, what is going on? And I looked, dude, there's such a huge bruise, and I think it was because I was coming down from something and like I hit with a corner, just 70 pounds or something.
Things,
I was like,
you gotta like
damn.
cushion them, right? So you gotta catch them and then hold them down. So yeah, you're kicking them.
Now kiss. Okay.
Now
Thamesies.
Okay, we doing it?
Yeah. Ready?
Ready?
We'll just go. Oh, there it is. See, I could just have like. There's probably children here just holding my arms.
You could literally set them down and no one would notice.
Yeah.
All right, wait.
Oh. Here, let's do this.
I'm corded. I can't.
Yeah, no, I feel
you're
you.
holding like this. That's easier. Oh shit, we're gonna do that then.
Wait, what were you doing? You were holding them
I was doing
parallel,
this, bro. I was getting that medial delt. You got that
I'll do
interior.
that. I'll meet you.
No, that's harder. I don't want to do that.
Okay, so kind of into the martial arts and stuff. When did that kind of become your own thing, right? Because your parents get you into something and you're like, okay, we're doing this thing, and you don't really think about it. But then because like you still do martial arts, right? So it's stuck.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, it's just kind of like one of those things where you just do something so much for so long, it just becomes like your thing. And bro, like I cannot stress to you enough. Up until I was like 27 years old, martial arts was my life. Like I wanted to be like fucking Ryu Hayabusa, bro, just wandering the earth, learning martial arts, fighting people and getting stronger. That's literally all I wanted out of my life.
Okay. Bro. You win. You destroyed me.
I'm kind of cheating, honestly. I feel like I'm like my arms are like bent slightly, but
you're like down to your
Yeah, I'm like, maybe just anyway. I'll take the win, dude. I'll take the win, but whatever. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, I get very obsessive about things, and I figured like, I love this. Like, I love martial arts. I absolutely love martial arts. I love the competitive nature of it. I love the fact that it makes you mentally sharper. I love the spirituality aspect of it, and like a lot of like the MMA guys that I got to know and train with, like they were very much idiots and didn't really like vibe with me on that kind of level. Like they were just in it because they're like, I just like to punch people, and I'm like, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's like for me, it was like an entire like lifestyle, I guess. So I don't know, man. Like still to this day, like as I'm like weight training and bodybuilding and all that stuff, like it's like nice, it's cool, I look good, but like I just signed up again for this MMA gym about 10 minutes away from my house, and it's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna probably lose like 20 pounds, honestly, just from all the cardio we're gonna be doing. But
sure,
it's gonna be so fun for me to get like back into that, because I haven't really trained since COVID shut everything down, because I was working at a boxing gym. I was a boxing instructor, and then everything closed down, and then obviously at home workouts, blah blah blah, and then we've been doing these fitness streams since then. But it's just going to be so nice as weird as this is, it's gonna be so nice to get punched in the face again. Like, it helps you reevaluate everything.
That's your happy place.
It's beautiful. Honest to God, it is beautiful. I wish it on everybody in the most sincere way.
Yeah. Well, and I've heard that too, especially people who train, like you don't know who you are until you've been punched in the face. And, it sounds pithy, and to some extent it is, but I'm curious. I don't think I've ever really been punched in the face. But just kind of that thing of like, okay, you know what that's like. Cause like, until you do,
I've always had like
what
this
is a
crazy
confrontation
social
like?
anxiety, right?
Yeah.
And then I think about these times that like, I literally fought people in a cage in front of hundreds of people. And every single one of those people watching me would be like, some of them would be very happy if I got knocked out. Some of them would be very happy if I won. So you have this like, this build, it's like, these people want you to win. These people want you to lose. There's this huge audience watching you, and then you have to like perform. And then I think about that, and I think about, the anxiety of being in that situation and the fact that I willingly put myself in that situation. And then I evaluate any stresses or problems that I'm currently having in life. And I'm like, this is nowhere near as bad as that. So like, why am I bitching? Like,
sure. Well, and to some extent
I don't know,
too,
man, it just helps.
I wonder, do you equate kind of the battle into kind of like social conflict as well? Like, are you able to kind of think of it in that way? Like, okay, well, they're coming at me hard. What am I going to do? Like, sometimes you faint, sometimes you stand up and, whatever, you stand up to it hard.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
The thing is, I feel like it's a lot different if we're going to go into like the social battles that we have every day.
Yeah.
When it comes down to like most people's social battles, I feel like most people have social battles online. And to me, I've learned after doing streaming that
that's
it's
like
a complete
pissing
waste
into
of
the
time.
wind. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just a complete waste of time. You're not going to change anybody's mind online.
Right.
You're not going to change anybody's opinion online, and you're definitely not going to, like win an argument. So most people, if they're coming at me in any sort of like online form, like people who watch my stream know this. If somebody comes to my stream and just starts insulting me, if I'm feeling generous, I will mock them relentlessly for 30 minutes. But if I'm just not, I just ban them. I just don't even deal with it anymore because there's just no point. I think the one lesson that everybody should learn is that you're just not going to change anybody's opinion online. And then once you learn that, life becomes a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, well, and there's sayings, again, pithy sayings that I like, and one of them is, no one's going to care what you know unless they know that you care. Yeah, no one's going to care what you know unless they know that you care.
Yeah, know that you care about them. Yeah,
right, exactly. And it's like that idea of relationship. And I think like, oh, this is going on in my family, and when I talk to somebody else, they're like, well, have you talked to them? Like, how's your relationship? Like, not great. You're like, well, why don't you start there? Like, talk to them, be a person, be there for them.
Why don't you start there, maybe?
Okay, all right.
Why don't you build a relationship with somebody first before you try to fix their problems?
Right,
that's another thing too, and this is again tangent. I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like it's like on you to fix other people's problems too. And a lot of people come to people that are like, please, here's my problem, please fix it for me. And it's like, bro, 90% of the problems we have to fix ourselves. So I mean,
absolutely.
I can help you evaluate what the problem is, but it's going to be on you to fix it.
Right. Well, that's why this is like an interesting space, and everybody that I've kind of come across has been so kind, and why I wanted to do this, because I jumped in, and again, like even yourself, like you got a great beard, pretty all right physique. Okay, I don't have any facial hair, so any little bit of facial hair is like
a couple of weeks ago because everybody's like, the
amazing.
Beard, I love the beard. I'm like, bro, like what? It's just a beard. Like,
you're like, I'm so over this beard.
I'm so over the beard. I'm more than the beard. God damn it.
Yeah. I'm these delts.
I am no, dude.
But anyway,
delts, bro.
But anyway, like all the guys that I've had on here, like there's an intimidation if you just look at you guys and don't talk or don't listen to the conversation. But then you listen to the conversation, and you kind of get that intersection of nerd and fitness, and that's where kind of the magic happens.
And degeneracy, that always seems to happen.
Oh my gosh! I mean, yeah. It comes from both sides of that circle, actually.
I think honestly, I feel like the degeneracy, and this is just my personal theory, right? Is again because a lot of us are repressed nerds. And so we grew up not having experienced those things. So as we
Interesting. Yeah.
as we come into this and we're
Yeah.
like, now we're I don't want to say the cool kids because that's such a ridiculous term, but like now that we're like confident with ourselves and we can talk to people, it's like now we're going to be the degenerate. Like we're going to talk about this stuff. I don't know. Like,
well, now we're like
my
exploring the 12-year-old humor that might not have been able to explore before. I love it.
Exactly. Back when my dad thought I was gay because I listened to Annie Lennox, I didn't really get to experience these things, but now I do, so it's fine.
Yeah. Also, I love that when you guys throw up your emotes, we get them over here. Like, is that a Krista emote that just came out? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just this great intersection, and it comes across as, even being irreverent and whatnot. It comes across as caring, and so it's like, oh, hey, thanks for jumping in. How you doing? What's going on? And then I think there is some trust building that's happening, and there's, you're right. I think you can't fix anyone else's problems specifically. However, there's an opportunity for us to share experience. And I think that's what everyone, including yourself, does really
exactly.
well. Like, and you're different because you're a personal trainer as well. But, people jump in like, how do I get this? And, how do I get that? And I'm like, okay, well, here's what I did, but I don't know for you.
Question, my answer to everybody's question is always like the exact same thing. Well, this is another... Dude, it's
diet and exercise.
I'm sorry. But it's like, they'll be like, here are 2 data points of the 20 I need to properly diagnose how to accurately do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, well, dude, caloric deficit, progressive overload, do your macros. I don't know what to tell you beyond that without seeing you work out, seeing what you're eating, seeing your lifestyle choices, seeing where you're at. It's just like, it's like, I'll do what I can with the 2 data points you gave me, but I literally need like 20 other ones. So I hope this helps.
Yeah. Well, and so you being a personal trainer too, what does that look like for the last 10 years? I think where was it? Oh, JD Gaines was talking about it because I believe she's a trainer or professional in the space as well. But that the strength kind of training methodology hasn't changed, but a lot of the nutrition has grown up, I guess. But for you, what does that look like over the last 10 years? Since I think you said you've been training, personal training for 10 years, right?
Well, yeah. Well, like when I first started training and I first learned about nutrition, I was a very large proponent of like keto, like high protein, high fat, low carb. And over 10 years, I've really gotten away from that. And I see that really only as like a last ditch solution for people that need to lose hundreds of pounds of weight. And I've really gotten more into a relaxed, if it fits your macros. Like I wrote this book. I have it posted in my channel. People can get it, but it goes into a lot of like glycemic index and nutrient timing and all that stuff. And I've released a newer version of the book that's basically like, this stuff is like the last 0.1% of stuff you would ever have to worry about. I wrote this years ago. It is beneficial. It does work, but it's only after you have your calories down, your water down, your exercise, all the basics, and get the basics for a long time before you worry about when you should eat carbs, and it's just like, I left it in there. Because if you really want to go into it, it is beneficial, but only after you have everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and that's one thing too that I've kind of learned as well. Because I've been kind of into my fitness for maybe 3 years, but only this kind of style of strength training for a year and a half. And I started with a trainer last year that I got. My wife got me 4 months of him for Christmas. So it was like, what was that, 2020, beginning of 2021, which really helped get my mind back in place. And like, no, we gotta, I was tracking, but I was like, I don't know, I'll eat as much fat and protein as I want, and then I'll just do whatever with the rest. And like, as soon as I got that under control, it was like strength going up, fat content going down. And so I started to kind of realize what you're talking about. And then after, kind of the beginning of this year, coming in here and just grilling everyone, it's like, I kind of eat whatever, as long as it fits within kind of my nutrition goals. Like, that's great. And like, I think Acro's mentioned or B-Wolf too, like, I don't weigh food. I'm still kind of anal about it because I'm still figuring it out. But that's super encouraging to just be like, yeah,
I weigh
that looks
food
like 6 or 8
if
grams.
it's a new thing, and I have
ounces.
so like last night my wife made a bunch of chicken drumsticks, right? She made like 20 chicken drumsticks for dinner, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna weigh one of these. It's about 4 ounces. I'm gonna eat 5 of them, and I'm just like Tyson drumstick and MyFitnessPal 4 ounce done. I just do that just to get a general idea of how many calories I'm eating.
Yeah.
But it's useful for like the first time you've eaten something, and then you have an idea of how many calories there are. But like, and this is really the plan that I've been on. Again, I'm not going to do another bodybuilding show, so I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. But I just feel like if you have a calorie goal, just, make sure you're hitting your calorie goal or you're staying slightly under it, and then make sure you get enough protein for the day. Beyond that, if you want to worry about your fat balance for hormones, like that's so advanced for most people. You don't really have to. So it's just like calories and protein. Beyond that, dude, most people don't have to worry about it. Like really, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like you're saying, and I've seen a pyramid somewhere. I think so. The one kind of book that I read too that kind of shares a bunch of studies, which is helpful for my mind because I'm like, well, according to who? According to what? Mike Matthews, Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, whatever, Muscle for Life, Legion. I think it's kind of common reading or whatever. But that kind of repositioned my mind as well. Like, hey, a big portion is diet. And then a little less is kind of your workout, and then what kinds of food are even tinier, and then because the big chunk is like nutrients or excuse me, macros and calories, and then workout, and then all the small stuff, and then way up at the top, and it probably doesn't matter for me, is like supplements and other things. And like you said,
it's like a lot of people really focus on supplements and like nutrient timing and these like really like specific training regimens. And it's like they're what is the term? It's like you're majoring in the minors. It's like, bro, get your calories and your protein and your exercise down correctly, and then like maybe in 5 years you can worry about this type of stuff, dude. It's not important.
Right. Yeah. It's a good reminder. Let's see. We're going to hit up the wheel again. I do want some carne asada 0. Let's see. And Acro is getting that SARMs going. Okay. Cool. Let's where's SARMs fit into that pyramid?
Just like cool.
Just like all of
it. Bro, I don't know, man. I got a buddy of mine who became a SARM goblin. He was like 130 pounds soaking wet, and now he's like deadlifting 450 pounds for reps. So I'm sure the stuff works. I don't know. I've said this before on stream. Like, it's my personal ego that I want to go and be natty as long as I possibly can, just so I can be like, I look better than you, even though I don't take anything. And I realize that's a very dark part of my personality, and it's not healthy or good. But I understand it, and that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to stay this way as long as I can.
It's a competitive part of you, and I was going to ask that question too, right?
Turn it off.
Well, but you recognize it, so hopefully in a conversation you're not just trying to dominate someone.
I'm not. I'm just. This is what I am, dude. Here I am.
What was I gonna say with that? But just playing into the what'd you say earlier? Not an intense personality, but like, you just go and you do things like the martial arts, and then like the WoW, playing video games. Like, you're not just gonna half-ass it. You're gonna go and you're gonna try to be the best and be the best enhancement shaman this side of the Mississippi.
It's such a problem, dude. I can't do things casually. Like, I wish I could. Like, sometimes I do. Like, I've realized this when it comes to games. Like, if it's a multiplayer game, I cannot play it casual. I just can't. I just can't play it unless I'm trying to beat literally everyone at all times. But if it's a single player game, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just enjoy it. But multiplayer, I just can't turn it off, dude. I just can't turn it off.
No. Well, and let's see. Do you do PvP? I think I've seen. Do you PvP now with your WoW?
So enhancement so I play the classic version of World of Warcraft, and in Burning Crusade Classic WoW, enhancement is not a good PvP spec in any way whatsoever. So I've been getting my PvP itch in this game called Lost Ark. So I've been PvPing in that. But it's just what I do to kind of like fulfill that need. But I don't really PvP in WoW right now.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think too. Enhancement Shaman, you just like put up a bunch of totems and just play with yourself at the back of the raid, or how active is that? I don't remember how that
that's
went.
like resto. Resto is put a bunch of totems down and heal.
Okay.
Enhancement is I run directly up the ass crack of literally everything and just furiously chop at it until it gets mad at me, hits me once, and I die, and then I get resurrected, and that happens about 100 single times during the raid. But enhancement gets brought mainly for the buffs that it brings. It's like the single best buffing class in the game. It adds hundreds of DPS to literally every other member in your group. But being as competitive as I am, it's not supposed to be like one of the top single performing DPS specs. Like, it's not supposed to be up there. But I min-max everything in every single way I possibly can to try to beat everyone else. So I'm still buffing them and making them stronger, but then I'm beating them at the same time. And that is, again, to fulfill my need to do that. And that's my little Discord, like the whole Chad Hansman thing. I've got like 3,000 people that are all insane like me and try to do that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. All right. I played it for how many years? Maybe 6 or something. And I did get into a raiding guild. They were kind of one of the, I don't know, maybe the 3rd or 4th or 5th through Molten Core. And I got pretty stabby with it, with my Rouge. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I think the raid schedule of like, you got to be on at least this many or do this. And like, I could come on maybe once a week, but they're like, no, you got to put in 2 other ones to get the good raids. And like,
get stabby with it. I love it.
Yeah. Kind of like getting slappy with it, you know?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. I like getting stabby with it. That's pretty good.
All right, here we go. Hey, we don't talk about Bruno. All right, let's hit that wheel. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Wow.
Arrow, the imaginary arrow. Where is it?
It's right there. There, my finger's the arrow. There we go. This is good. I like that story time came up early because we have told some stories. Dig deep. Wow.
Oh God.
Tell us a story you've never.
I just told 3 stories. I gotta tell another one.
I know it's super redundant. I'll change this next time maybe.
Like, what?
Yeah. I was gonna change it to another physical challenge, but I hurt my neck today doing lat pull downs, like front. I don't know what it's called, front lat pull downs, and I think I was like tilting my neck back too much, and on 5 I was like, I've
had that happen before, where it's like I get like a neck cramp or something, and it's like.
I think that's what it was, yeah. Because then, like, I got the muscle gun, and while I was driving around today, I was just like firing that thing into the side of my head, and it's actually pretty good, but taking it a little easy.
B-Wolf, I'm right there with you. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to think of a good one. I don't know, man.
Guys, this is some good feedback. Story after story after story.
It's a lot of stories. Okay, well, let's see. I told the story about why I drink Mountain Dew. Okay,
let's see.
About Annie Lennox.
Was that the Annie Lennox story that you were mentioning on your stream earlier?
Yeah, that was it. When he asked me to play Annie Lennox for the deadlifts, I was like, okay, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good for the story later. Yeah.
What about Dad Ben Dad? Any family stories? Like, I think I told the one time where, I don't know if you heard this. You think about it while I talk. My wife, we have a big 15-person van because we have 15-passenger van because we have 6 kids. It's hard to fit 8 people in other vehicles. So it's big. It's got a backup camera. Typically, we park up in the driveway, and when you go out, you get the reverse camera, so you can see behind you. And don't worry, nobody got run over. That's the worst thing of parent things. But for whatever reason, the car was turned around, and I was coming home, and my wife was going to her studio, taking the big van, and we were kind of passing ways. So she leaves, and I'm about 15 minutes late, and we've got a 13-year-old, so it was fine. She could like watch the other kids. But then I'm about halfway home, and I get this like frantic call, just like heavy breathing, like she's okay. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? She's like, she's okay. Maggie's with me. And I'm like, that's weird. You like left and Maggie's with you.
Yeah.
So my wife left, and luckily she didn't jump on the highway, which is like 55 miles an hour. She had to go around because of construction. So she was going down like 25, 35 mile an hour roads. And like somebody pulls up next to her and is like honking and honking. She's like, what the hell's going on? Like, stop honking. She looks up and she sees somebody behind her honking, and they're kind of far back. She's like, what's going on? And then she notices in the rear window, right? Just like sticking a little bit above is like blonde hair. out the back window. So she like realizes that there's a person holding onto the back of the van and quickly pulls over, and it's our 3-year-old.
Oh no.
Our 2-year-old at the time, and she is holding on to, I think, the windshield wiper, standing on the bumper. And this is a road that's 35 miles an hour, so they're going 40, 45 miles an hour. So she's like, Mom, can I come inside now? And like my wife grabs her.
Dude,
and like,
what?
oh my gosh.
What?
And so luckily, like, there's 2 people. One was coordinating behind to like stay far enough behind to stop traffic as needed. And then there was somebody on the side to get her to slow down. So like, that's like the scariest, I think that's the scariest thing that's ever happened with our kids. So yeah, that's super fortunate.
I thank God I don't have any. Well, your story. This is again. I don't know if anybody's going to get this reference. There was this game for Sega Genesis called Skitchin, where you were like a rollerblader and you'd like grab the back of people's cars and race. Okay. That's all that reminded me of. I'm like, my God, dude, we got some Skitchin fans in chat. But no, thank God, dude. I've never had anything that crazy happen to me. I was just thinking, because you were talking about kids. And then I was just thinking, because your story was sort of reminiscent of a story that was told to me about me when I was a kid, and so we're just going to go with that as a story time.
Love it, yeah.
So I guess when I was 2 years old, and I have a news clipping, like a report of this as verification. But I guess when I was 2 years old, my dad was bringing in groceries or something. And he left the car door open on the car. And I guess I crawled into the car and then put it in neutral, backed it down the driveway, and like hit somebody in the street. And then I guess the cops were called on me. I had like a fake ticket written for me for like reckless driving or something at 2 years old. And I mean I was just thinking about like that, and then like your story is way worse, but I mean as a 2-year-old, it started off through delinquency. You hit a person with a car. So I mean, bro, I've had quite a lot of delinquency as a kid. I mean, I was thinking about telling this. I was thinking about telling this on the stream, but it's like whatever. It's it's federal record at this point. When I was 9 years old, bro, I almost went to jail. I almost went to jail because the whole bullying thing with me. This is a funny story. I told this on stream before, so I'll indict myself further.
By the way, that's a great setup. The whole bullying thing, it's hilarious.
The whole bullying thing, I almost went to jail. So one of the kids who would bully me was also like a newspaper like boy on the route on my street. And he would always, as I was like sitting on the porch listening to my Ace of Base, he would always take his fucking newspapers and whip them at my head. And they would like hit me like every day. And so this is kind of oh my God, probably shouldn't tell this story. But so there was this pizza place across the street from my house. So I lived in this house, and then it was like my house. Then the next road over was like a massive street. And across the street was this like pizza place. And my fat ass would always go over there and order this huge piece of pizza, and I would take these fucking scissors and I would cut them into little squares and eat them because I was weird. And so one day, I'm on my way home from eating this pizza. I'm sitting on the porch. I'm getting ready to listen to my Ace of Base, and this kid comes up and whips his fucking newspaper, and he hits me in the head. And so me, being a Final Fantasy aficionado, put the scissors on my hand like brass knuckles and chased him down the street. And I may have potentially, at 9 years old, been arrested for potentially, maybe, assault with an improvised deadly weapon, and I maybe was on probation until I was 17. I can't really say one way or the other. Allegedly, of course. Potentially. I never hurt him. He got to his house. But I might have if I caught up to him.
Dude.
Good for him. I was very fat and slow. That's really all I can say, dude. But,
how did the bullying go after that?
He didn't do it anymore. I can fucking tell you that.
Yeah. That's when the bully turns into the bully, and you're walking around school with those scissors.
Like, I can neither confirm nor deny any of these stories, but I just feel like
Yeah, video games cause
that
violence.
maybe
Clearly,
happened to somebody somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And your other story too is I feel like we're like twinsies. So the martial arts story when you're a kid, and then the car story. Like I did that when I was a kid too, at my grandparents' house.
Your parents' car into a street.
Yeah, not a person, but like they had a steep hill, and like down the hill and like into the neighbor's bushes or something like that. Just totally took out
that's
their.
funny, dude. This is
Oh
like,
my
listen,
gosh.
don't leave your car.
I
Like,
know.
parked like near a child. Like they're
Like,
gonna do stuff.
I know our parents were like both watching like 60 Minutes, how to not have your children worship the devil by playing D&D. You know, like
Yeah.
get them into
just like,
karate.
let's back the Datsun into somebody else's car.
Yeah, no, it's a real struggle, guys. And then it's crazy as a 9-year-old that they would do that, and you were on. What did you say?
Somebody, I don't know. I can either
until
confirm or
17?
deny, but somebody who looked like me may have potentially been on probation until they were 17.
I love it. Yeah, come on, somebody Google it.
Who knows?
We can maybe find it public record.
I'm pretty sure because I was a kid, it got removed from my record. But I mean, like, it happened, so whatever. I'll talk about it. I don't care.
Dude, that's kind of a creepy thing you never want to do is like look up like sex offenders in your area. You're like, oh, dang, 3 doors down. I mean, maybe you do.
Greg, next door.
I know,
God.
I know. You're like, is it better to know that type of thing? I don't know.
Yeah. Expunged.
Expunged
there we
it.
go. That's the word. Expunged.
Yeah. After this, we'll expunge it. Let's see.
I remember it's again just minor tangent. I'm sorry, my brain.
No, this is good. I love it.
But so like one of the times I was waiting to talk to my probation officer. For some fucking reason,
when I was
there
11,
an arcade cabinet of NBA Jam in the waiting room, and I just remember I always loved going to see my probation officer because I always got to play NBA Jam.
Dude, that's like a total ploy. I love it. Yeah. Like they put that in there. They're like, yeah, these kids, they don't know what they're in for.
They need Jesus and NBA Jam. NBA Jam was a great game, bro. Great
dude.
Game. He's on fire.
Oh my gosh. And Bill Clinton, Big Head. I can't remember
Clinton
those
was
codes.
a playable character. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He was really good too. He had max stats.
Well, and you just turn on like dunking from half court. Like we'd turn on all the most ridiculous things and try to see what would happen. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna hit a wheel again. Here we go. We're gonna do it.
Cool.
We're gonna keep doing it. What do we got? Let's see. And okay. Oh, it's like right in the middle again. Oh, and it went the other way.
God,
I didn't think it was going.
I put it in the fridge. I gotta go grab it.
Okay,
so I'll be right back.
I will be right here.
It's another fucking story. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I just told like 5.
Tell me a spicy truth.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Be right back.
Yeah. In the meantime, guys, Beowulf like just shamed us last time. He's like, this is 1.2 million Scoville units. This is only 33,000 Scoville units. It's hot. I did bring a little bit of this time. Look at that. Some milked almonds, right? From those sweet almond nipples. So good. Let's see. I think this time, too, who back there? Malik is already subbed. Bellex is like, nah. Let's see. Who did I write down? Okay. And Indie Fit, are you subbed? Because you got one of the correct answers. Are you subbed to Holder Heck? Gift Chun-Ri. Be like, my wife needs more of this guy in his life. Yeah, you guys could vote. Oh, you're already subbed. I didn't know how to handle that. When you said that, you're like, I'm good, brah.
If there was a segment I've been dreading, it's this.
Dude, by the way, Bellex is already subbed to you, so that's why they said I'm good, not because they're no, I don't. I'm not, because I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, okay, brah.
I'm good.
You're good. Yeah. Great.
I'm good.
Acro needs a sub. Well, he's got to work for it. I don't think he does enough for the community.
Jesus Christ.
Just kidding.
Why is this a thing?
You're the best.
First of all, okay, so I need clarification. What is a spicy truth? Like, what does it have to be, like, sexual? Does it have to be
It can
like
be.
what?
It doesn't have to be. There's never pressure. There's only encouragement, never pressure.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean, I think the one that I told was like about pooping myself or something, like being sick as a kid or something. So, I mean, that's in a different way, different kind of spicy, but,
I mean, it could have been, depends on what you ate.
exactly. Yeah. I've gotten the tummy tum so good. So the next day I'm feeling great. Like, this doesn't clean me out. You know, that's what you should start saying. Like, when people are like, how do I get those abs? Like, just drink a lot of spicy stuff.
Take a shot of hot sauce every day, first thing in the morning. Just come up with the most ridiculous answers to that question.
Well,
like, how do I lose 40% body fat in 2 months? Oh, shot of hot sauce every morning, dude.
It's got to change.
Don't even work out.
It's got to change every time. Like
it's gonna change. Yeah, every time.
No, that'd be great.
I mean, I'll take the shot, but I still need a moment. I got a couple of things I can think about, but I don't know if they're particularly entertaining stories. They are just kind of like degenerate stories.
Get those. That's good. That'll take it.
Christ.
Let me just go ahead and switch it. We'll switch it over to now we're a mature audience. So, all right. Cheers.
You do it? Cheers.
Here we go.
Oh God.
It's so thick I have to use my tongue.
Oh. Fuck. Why? God, why?
Yes. Just let it tingle. I'm tingly everywhere. Right here, especially. Just right here. Ooh. Ha. Okay.
Ooh. I hated that.
Okay.
I fucking hated that. I
Yep.
just want to let you know.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I hope you're ready. Your mind's ready. Your body's ready. Let's do it.
Okay, here's it's spicy. I don't know. Spicy truth. It was this one time I was dating this girl. We were staying in a hotel, and we thought it would be a really fun idea to potentially bump uglies on literally every floor in every stairwell. And there were multiple times that we were caught by either people in the hotel or the staff. And one time, the cleaning lady who was using the stairwell to traverse, she just kind of looked at us. She clapped.
Oh my gosh!
And then she walked away. So there you go. That's my spicy truth. I christened every floor of a Hilton hotel at once in my life, and it had
all 18 floors,
dozens of floors.
Oh my gosh, that's impressive. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. There you go. There's my spicy truth. Spicy truth.
Okay, I'm dying. Hang on.
That's like the first thing I thought of. I'm like, I don't know. It's just the first thing that came in my head. I'm like, well, there was that stairwell time. It was pretty good.
Bro, I don't know how you made it past three different levels. Be like, all right, that's it. I'm good. We good.
I don't know, dude. I got some tricks that I may or may not reveal until maybe the OnlyFans at some point. But here we are. Here we are, dude. That one time at Hilton, most times
baby.
at Hilton.
That was a spicy truth, and I'm still feeling it. Oh, Bubba.
I hate this. I hate the way my mouth feels right now. I just want to let you know.
So much more. So much more.
No, it was just Celsi. There was okay. So I don't know how to. I hate talking about this stuff because my specific desires when it comes to coitus are different than most people. But so like maybe she would, but I wouldn't, and then we'd go, and then she would, and then we'd go, and then she would, and then we'd go, and then we'd go. And then eventually she couldn't anymore, but we just keep going. It just at that point we just had to finish the floors.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like after 5 floors, you're like, okay.
After 5 floors,
guess
it was just like, okay, we're just gonna do the stairwell. Like we're just gonna make it happen.
Oh man, I think somebody spiked my hot sauce. It's so hot.
This is icky. This is icky. This is yucky. Ew.
Dude, I was so good last week.
So here's the thing, dude. I don't really like spicy. I had to go out to the store and I bought this stuff from Whole Foods. I don't even know. It was supposed to be like super spicy squirrel or something, and it tastes
American
like
spicy
burnt wood on fire.
And Beowulf is just like eating million Scoville units, like loving it.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. Yeah, Beowulf's just like, oh, fire. Yeah, I'll just eat that, dude. He just
A
takes
true-
a coal out of the oven and chews on it.
A true specimen. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Make a protein hot sauce. Ooh, that's probably doable.
oh, I'm missing so much fat. This is icky, not spicy. I know.
Yeah.
I can feel my tongue, but I just don't want to.
I'm just very happy that my taste buds have been burned away from years and years and years of Mountain Dew abuse, but it's still, my mouth still hurts.
Yeah.
I just don't really taste anything anymore.
That's how you know the Mountain Dew is working, when it just sears
Acro.
all the taste buds on your mouth.
Oh, 100%, 100%, 100%. And I agree with Acro. I had this joke when I did stand-up comedy. This is going to be another one of my like story time jokes,
Ooh.
but I forgot about it, but now I just remembered it. But one of the jokes that I would always tell is just like I just feel like people who eat spicy foods on purpose are just doing it because they're just trying to like flex. Like, look at how tough I am because I eat hot stuff. Please notice me. It's like, bro, nobody fucking cares if you can eat a ghost pepper. Okay, stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I want to be able to eat hot stuff, but I can't, and so that's why I do this. Oh,
exactly. Yeah, you're conditioning yourself like the Dread Pirate Roberts, bro. You're just taking tiny bits of poison.
well, and I like, yeah, it's amazing what your body can handle, but I do like a little bit too, especially when like in a cut and like there's not a lot of fats in there for flavor. So like just toss some hot sauce on there, get a little bit of flavor, a little bit of burn. Guys, might be dying. Oh, yeah.
What did you say, dude? I'm like,
I told you, dude.
Is yours like a billion Scoville units?
No, it's 33,000, but like, man. Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
just gotta go eat a
Acro,
piece
call it
of
out.
bread. Go eat a piece of bread.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving you.
Okay.
I'm not leaving
Just like
you. I
chew
am
on
here.
your arm.
No, I'm just going to continue just like that.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sorry. So
It's
here's
worth
my
it.
other story time.
It's worth it.
The rant. So
Dude,
I
also,
told you guys I did.
I love that you're like, oh, story time. I don't got a story. Then he proceeds to tell 2 extra stories. Love it. Let's go.
I just couldn't think of one on the spot. But I was thinking about the time that I was doing stand-up comedy in LA, and I took this fucking comedy class. And basically comedy classes, they just kind of tell you the premise of like setup and punchline and all that stuff. And I had this comedy teacher just absolutely fucking hated me. And I have specific reasons for thinking why he hated me, and I'm not going to get into them right now. But he just really didn't like me. He didn't really like anything that I would produce. And so every week you were supposed to basically come up with a 5-minute bit.
Yeah.
And then you would do like that whole thing, and then he would evaluate, and you're supposed to like improve it, make it funnier, make it punchier, go from there. And then like it would be like a 4 or 5 week course, and then you would present your 5-minute set at a showcase. He hated every single thing I ever made. And then, like, I would make one. He hated all of it. He told me to change all of it. I'd come back the next week. He hated all of them. He told me to change all of them. So after, like, the week 3, I'm just getting very irritated. So I didn't... I'm just changing. Then eventually I started working it and making everything the way he liked. So then by the final showcase time, he was very happy with my stuff. And then as, like, a final fuck you to this guy... I did the showcase with something that I came up with that day on the spot, and just fucking killed. Like, open to close, everybody's dying, and then I walked up to him and I'm like, fuck you, and then I just walked away.
Oh, nice, dude.
It just felt so good, dude. It felt so good.
Well,
oh, God, I loved it so much.
And
But
that
yeah,
confidence... That confidence, that's awesome, right? So obviously you're there to hopefully learn from somebody who can help train you, but then...
Exactly. He's supposed to be this like professional comedian. He's like, I've written for this show and this show and this show, and I've worked with this comedian. And by the way, everything you do is unfunny. Like, okay, cool, bro. I guess I should just go walk off a fucking cliff then. Cool, I guess.
Yeah, right. Well, and let's see, were we talking about this? Was this on another stream? Just like that feedback of like, oh, it's... Also, thanks, Sammy, for that Prime. I appreciate you. We're gonna get you on the show
absolutely.
too. I'll send you a message after this. I haven't sent any messages out. I've been so busy. Like my wife's sick, trying to teach Holder how to use like Discord and stuff. Like all these things.
I don't know how to use Discord at all.
Just kidding. Dealing with this freaking hot sauce. But yeah. Right. If you're supposed, especially if you're paying somebody for a class, like, there's got to be some positivity. And the thing that's going to make you funny is not being like this other guy. And certainly,
Yeah.
maybe he can provide some feedback on like, okay, try going this way, try going this, and he has that preference. But like, I love that. Like, I love that in kind of the show of your life, or that episode of your life where you get fed up and you're like, you know
very
what?
much like a TV show. It very much
Yeah.
it's one of those moments where you're just like, yeah,
And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do me, right?
Yeah.
And you kill, and you're like, oh, okay. Like, if I get out of my head,
that sucked. The thing that sucked the most about that class is because it wasn't just like I was paying this guy one-on-one. It was like me and a bunch of people, right? So you'd get up and you'd present your 5-minute thing every week in front of like the same 10 people, and every week you'd be like, I hate this, 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 in front of everybody, and I'm just like, bro, like, when did I piss in your cornfloods? Like, what did I do to you? Oh,
yeah, that's think of it as a personal trainer or as a parent. Like, what good does that type of kind of methodology create? And the answer is nothing, right? So like, when we're doing creative, like I write all the time, and I have to like sell it. Like I'm a mercenary artist, is what I call it. Like I got to convince somebody else that it's good, and they got to buy it. I mean, it's actually got to work. Yeah. And then if it works, they'll come back. So, there's positive reinforcement there, but like we have a team of creatives with very different styles. So my other creative director, different perspective. I've got an editor who's a writer as well and directs a little completely different perspective. And so we kind of cheat, and we do this Creativity Inc. methodology where it's like, I'm going to give you my pitch. I'm going to tell you my story, and you're going to ask questions or like, oh, did you think about this? Or this kind of seems problematic. How do you think you could fix it? And then it's like up to me, the creative who came up with it and loves it, to solve that issue that they're seeing in my own way, right? They're not
just like, oh, by the way, everything you did, awful.
Yeah. Or they're not saying, okay, this part, we're going to make them say this and they're going to do this. They're like, okay, well, this doesn't seem to speak the brand as well. It seems kind of weak. Is there a way to amp it up? And then I go back and I do my thing. And I think that's a better way to do kind of the constructive criticism. And think about your kids, think about the people you train with. Like, how do you talk to them? How do you encourage them when you are in a role of responsibility? Like on stream, we're friends, so like we're trying to be friendly to people. We don't want to shit on people too much, but when somebody's paying you to train,
just a little bit,
just the right amount, right? It's like
just the right amount.
It's like playing hard to get. You don't want to seem too eager. But when you're training someone's paying you to train them, or your kids. Like nobody's paying you, but like, it's more important that you're teaching them, like, how do you think about that and how you interact in those situations?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. 100% agree.
That was also a question. How do you handle those? Like, constructive criticism with,
that was a question, wasn't it?
I didn't have anything.
How do I handle the constructive criticism?
Well, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything next. I was like, sorry, that's what I got 100%. Right now. What? Yeah, with your clients and with your family.
So like if I'll have clients and they're like, well, like, here's the honest to God, like, I feel like sometimes if people are paying me money, I'm even harder on them. Like, I'm even more strict. Because, like, most of the time when I'm working with somebody, and maybe this is just a me thing, but if I'm working with somebody and they're not getting results, I almost know for complete certainty that they're lying to me about something. So they're either lying to me about the amount of food they're eating, the amount of water they're drinking, the amount of rest they're getting, when they're not working out, when they're not with me. And I'll be pretty strict with them at that point. Yeah. I'll know, because I'm listening now. Like we went over this. You don't have any metabolic disease. I like sometimes like I'll even talk to their doctor if they do. So I'll figure out how to like deal with their hyperthyroid, whatever. But it's like most of the time, if somebody's not getting results, it's because they're literally lying to me. And I will look them right in the eye and I'll be like, I know you are not following the calories because you should be here, and yet you have gained 10 pounds. Random tangent. I was working with this girl once. She was a vegan. I bent over backwards. I do not usually like working with vegans. It's really difficult for me to help them hit their macros and do everything. So I was working with her 6 months. She's a vegan. She loses 20 pounds. She's feeling great. Every year for about 2 weeks, I go on vacation with my family around Christmas. I came back January 3rd, our first session together, she had gained 14 fucking pounds. And she looks at me right in the eye and she's just like, Ben, Oreos are vegan. It's like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah, you're like, you're fired. You're gone. You're fired.
I never overeat. Gains 50 pounds. Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah, those conversations. I'm sure you get it too. Outside of training, people are like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do this? And then you provide a little bit of feedback, and they're like, oh, well, I do keto and blah blah blah. And I'm like, like. I don't know.
Like,
I don't even know you do it.
700 calories a day. Why am I 350 pounds?
Exactly.
Because you eat 700 calories a day 2 days in a row, and then on the third day you eat 7,500 calories, and then you're like, "Oops, cheat meal," and then you go back to eating 700 calories, and then you have literally no idea why you're gaining hundreds of pounds every year.
Yes.
I've had that conversation 100 times. I don't know.
Yeah. My bigger people in my life, when they ask me these questions, I'm like, well, you eat like a rabbit when you're here. How are you eating otherwise? Because there's something that doesn't fit, because it's simple. Nutrition.
And honestly, Acro has helped me with this. Acro has helped me with this. Bless his heart. He's helped me be more empathetic to people, because I feel over the years I've gotten quite battle hardened and annoyed with most people's bullshit, but I've been trying to be more empathetic and nicer to people's struggles, and that is because of Acro. So thank you. I appreciate that, Ari. I'm trying to be better because of you. But most of the time, dude, when somebody hires me, I go into I'm going to be your buddy, but I'm also going to be your drill sergeant, and we're going to figure out how to make this work together, because you obviously hired me for a reason.
I wonder too if there's kind of an empathetic way to do it, as well, and just a skill that you've developed where you can have those hard conversations, but be like, look, I know it's hard, right? But you're lying on your macros, or you're lying on you're cheating, you're not putting everything down, and then when you come in, you weigh more. You're saying you don't know why. We know why. Let's just be honest, and let's just move forward. That's
basically it. It's like, we know why. We know why. We know. I know, you know, we know, together we know that you are lying to me.
I know, you know, I know, we know.
Me to continue to gain weight. So if you want to keep doing that, please don't, because it makes me look bad. Honest to God, dude, I've literally let people go before. I've literally canceled people's contracts and given them refunds because they won't listen to me, and it makes me look bad as a personal trainer. And I'm like, I can't help you until you learn how to help yourself.
Yes,
I just can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that seems like it's also probably tough. Again, mercenary art or whatever. You're like, okay, I do want the business. I do want to be able to put food on the table, but I don't want a client that is not going to work well, is not going to be a good partner. This is going to be a travesty. You're not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. So maybe we self-select away from each other.
Then you're not going to get results. And then you're going to tell people that you're working with me and you're not getting results. When the reality is, you weren't ready to hire me. You weren't ready to learn how to fix yourself. And I mean, I'll still be there for them. I'll still text them. I'll still talk to them. I'll still try to coach them through stuff. But the professional relationship at that point is over until I can trust people to actually do what I tell them to do.
Yeah, that's it. That's an important part of that sale. Something's happening in chat. Tough love is a thing. Chun-Ri does an arrow. Sometimes
I think it's just Ari. I think it's just Ari and Chun-Ri having a little discussion.
I know. There's a lot of subtext.
There's quite a bit of eyebrow raising over here. It's right.
What's going on? I love it too, just when I have no idea what's going on in chat, because again, going back to that idea of community, we're interacting, we're having fun, and then something is happening and I miss it, and I'm like, that's great, I don't know what's happening. I'm happy you guys are enjoying yourselves. And then we get some great Acro's got some of the best face emojis, by the way.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good, dude. They should be default on Twitch.
Yeah, where do we vote for that? Here, let's hit another wheel. Spin that wheel, baby. Let's go. Let's get some going.
Let's go. Where's the arrow? Who knows?
What were you doing before you were training people?
Oh, God.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Before I was training people, literally, I've been training people most of my life. When I was younger, I had a lot of part-time jobs. I've worked at McDonald's, Wendy's, Chicken Shack. I was a security guard for Mazda. I've done bouncing for a while. I mean, I've done a lot of like random shit, but honestly, since 2007, in some way or another, I've been employed either training athletes,
wow.
coaching athletes, and then in 2012 is when I got my certification to train general population people.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome. So this is your career.
It's
This is what
literally
you've been
all I
doing
know
for
how to
like
do.
ever.
So if
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore, it's over for me. It's over.
Yeah.
I have no other skills.
We're too far gone. There's
Too far gone,
when you're
bro.
applying. You're like 30. You're 37, right? Did you say?
Yeah.
You're like 37. I can't learn new
37,
skills at 37.
Like, I literally don't know how to read. So
Put me out to pasture. I also was
I
a
did not
bouncer
use my
for a hot
swords
minute.
while bouncing, but story time. Could I do one more story time before a gun show?
Absolutely.
I worked with this guy. He was our doorman for the longest time. He had forgot about this guy. Dark Five. He called him Dark Five. He would never tell us he wouldn't tell anybody what like his real name was. His license plate said Dark Five. And this motherfucker legitimately wore like a blade trench coat every day for his shift, and in his trunk of his car he had like 5 katanas.
Oh my gosh.
I love this man. He was so hilarious to work with, dude. Dark Five.
Dude, it doesn't sound like an intimidating person. It's like a Ren Fair cosplayer except bouncing at the door.
He's like a 320 pound, 6'4", bald, angry looking man who just happened to have a katana collection.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's that would be discouraging. I was a bouncer as well for like a hot minute, and then I quit on New Year's Eve. Also, because
bad time to quit, bro. Oh my god,
super douche move. Because I had gotten my bartending license, and I told them, I was like, hey, and they're like, cool, yeah, do this, and then after a couple months you can do it. And it was like an online class.
So bad.
I know.
You still bartend?
No. I mean, I did refresh it 2-3 years ago so that I could do something for like an event, which was really fun. Like there's a 500-person event, and they used my license, which was kind of silly, but it was fun.
Ooh.
But yeah, now I'm thinking about it. I'm still
getting the burps too. Thank you, by the way.
Yes, it's
every
worth
time
it.
It just hurts.
Up or
it's
Down.
Like hot.
You'll remember this forever.
It's like a hot burp.
Yeah, I want you to think of me tomorrow when this happens. And then they're like, basically I was like, oh, I'm not an attractive woman. I will never be a bartender here. Okay, I'm outie.
So here's the trick that I've learned, because I've told so many people that I want to be a bartender, and especially when I was living in LA. I guess the key as a guy is you have to work at a gay bar, and then you'll make quite a lot of money. So that's what I've heard.
Sure.
And I'll tell you, story time. The few times that I've hung out with people at gay bars, man, it's the most accepting experience in my life. Like, never in my life would I have thought that being called sweetheart would have filled me with such joy. Oh my god, dude! When I'm just leaning up against the bar, and they're like, "Hey, sweetheart, what do you want?" I'm just like, "Oh my god, me? Oh my god!"
Yeah. In terms of endearment,
I will have a Moscow Mule. Thank you so fucking much. Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what? Turn that into a chocolatini. I'll have the chocolatini.
You can do whatever you want, but call me fucking sweetheart. Oh my god! Like, I've never in my life felt more accepted.
Yeah. Well, it's different from. I don't know, like maybe a younger man than it is from like an older person who's like, all right, sweetheart, what do you want? Like, I hate terms of endearment from older people.
He was
people
definitely
when it's
like a big bald fat dude, but man, it's just his voice. It was so soothing.
And so sweet.
It was like
nice.
A wave over. It was like, sweetheart. I'm like, that's me. Yes.
Yeah, you're like, I could get used to this, and then you get like a little pat on the behind, and you're like, that was kind of nice too.
Whatever, I'm good. Whatever, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, Daya can relate. Yeah, that's true. I think he did dance at one for a little while.
Good for him.
Yeah,
that pole dancing skills. Dude.
Yes, we got to bring that into a stream. Oh my gosh, that's a sub goal.
Yeah.
Come on, we got to make sure that this goes to Daya. Sub goal, whatever his next sub goal is. We'll get some pole dancing on the stream.
Oh hell yeah.
That'll be worth it.
I guess we have to do flex dancing right now. If I switch my camera over to the one over there, is it gonna work? Because over here I'm like sitting down. It's not like
yeah. So just go into Discord and switch your camera. I think that'll work.
I got you.
I'll just do it here.
Cool. Let's see if that works.
I didn't get the voice meter or whatever going, so you're not going to hear the music. You're just going to see some lights.
I'm literally listening to Japanese pop music right now, so it's totally fine.
That's about.
I guess I need to see what camera that is. That's no camera, apparently. That's no camera. So let me try the next one. All my cameras are the same camera, so they all have the same name. So I have literally no idea which one I'm picking.
That's a pro move right there. Don't even let yourself know what's happening.
Yeah, that was just keep yourself guessing. Whatever. I mean, I'll just stay on this one. Who cares?
Okay.
Whatever.
Dia brings all the boys to the yard. All right.
Yeah.
So I think this will work. Let me make sure. Let me hit the button.
I just
as soon
want
as
to let
it goes,
everybody know that I say this on the stream all the time, and it's kind of a joke, but it's really not a joke. I literally only know how to do one pose. So sorry.
that's more than me. That's more than me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and copy what you do. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be terrible.
Okay.
You're gonna be great. It'll be great.
Bro, I'm not gonna be great.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Where's my audio? Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. We'll do this one more time. Hang on.
Okay.
We'll just let this play out for 30 seconds. This will be very enjoyable. No, I'll hit it again. There it is. Okay. Good.
Rectangle. I can't hear you at all.
No, it's okay. Go again. There we go. Now I got the light. Oh, and again, we're not getting the freaking audio. You're good. Let's go. Let's do it.
Somebody teach me how to pose. I don't know. I don't know any poses at all.
This is like that bar. I'm just sitting here enjoying it. Let's see. Let's go. Computer headphones. Bro, you're good. That's good. I don't know. This is amazing. I can't figure out the audio. There we go. We'll try that. You get 5 minutes of audio.
Nice.
Or 5 seconds of audio. I know. Acro, can you come to my house and fix this? That was worth it, though. Less heavy breathing than last time.
Nice. Oh yeah. I remember the Beowulf one where there was no music and it was just grunting and just.
Oh, this is.
I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. This is different.
Is this the show that you wanted?
Let's go. Make sure to tag the stream for ASMR.
There we go.
Right,
Okay.
Put my shirt back on here.
This is the music you should have had.
Of string.
Acro, good content. Shut up. Basically, we're just trying to relive Holder's experience bartending at a gay bar, and you dancing.
I didn't bartend there, but I really thought it would probably be pretty lucrative.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's the music. Got it. We'll figure this out someday. And until then, I'll just breathe heavy during the gun show. Yeah, so good. So good. Here, let's see. I still have my favorite one left, which is great. We still have like 3 or 4 left.
Are there any more stories? Do I need more stories?
Dude, I hope you didn't blow your story load.
What the fuck is wow?
All right, what does that even mean? This is yeah, your job. This is WoW trivia. So okay. we'll see how deep your WoW trivia is.
Okay.
These are some really important things, and you can answer.
Am I giving the trivia or am I answering the trivia?
If you gave the trivia, you would just say it. I'd be like, I don't know. I'm giving the trivia. All right.
Okay.
We'll start easy. When did World of Warcraft? So for those who don't know, Holder is an avid player. He's known around the internet as the enhancement shaman. Shami. How do you say it? Shaman. Shammy.
Shaman is the plural of shaman. So people say shamans. It drives me crazy.
Shamans. Well, how do you short it? Make a short. Shama.
Just sham. I don't know. I just always say shaman. I don't know. It's true, Dia. It's true.
I heard WoW is for Sims. So speaking of WoW, when was WoW released? When was it released?
2004 November.
Okay. Did you start playing right away? That is correct, by the way. 2004.
I actually started playing in January of 2005. I didn't start playing in the beginning. I was playing Final Fantasy 11 at the time.
What is Final Fantasy 11? I've never even heard of that one.
Final Fantasy 11 is the first MMO for Final Fantasy. It's very grindy and old, but yeah, it was just another MMO.
Well, here's a fun fact. Did you know that while questing for the game World of Warcraft, they discovered that quests, which they intended for people to explore a zone, just shortly, you get to a zone, you have like 5 quests, you explore the zone, and then you grind. So they intended people to grind, but people would go to the next zone and be like, well, I want to do the quests again. That's how they discovered, like, no, we have to keep the quest line going. And that's kind of how WoW created the quest line.
Blew up. Yeah, that's the most MMOs before WoW were literally like that. There weren't that many quests. You were just meant to. So like in Final Fantasy 11, for example, if anybody actually cares about this type of stuff, but in Final Fantasy 11, so WoW was considered to be an incredibly casual MMO when it first came out. Most games like that, if you died, you'd actually lose experience points and lose levels. Yeah. But not only that, in Final Fantasy 11, once you got beyond level 5, you couldn't kill anything in the game at all without a full party. So people would get full parties together and just chain pull random stuff in a zone for 10 hours a day just to get levels. There were no quests.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I played that in EverQuest. So.
Yeah, it's basically it's just like that's just what you did. And then WoW came along. There's quests. There's no death penalty. What is this casual nonsense? And now everybody thinks WoW is like the ultimate neckbeard experience. And like, sir, you have no idea.
It's fair. All right, cool. This next one might be a little bit tougher. Do you know what the original classes were? There's 9 of them.
I mean, like the okay, I'm bad at math, so I'm just going to list off the original classes that I remember. I mean, warrior, mage, rogue, priest, paladin, shaman, druid.
Let's see, 2 more.
Whew. There were 2 more?
Yes.
What did I got? Sorry. Rogue, warrior, priest, mage, shaman, paladin, druid. I suck. Apparently.
You got these. One. Let's see how do I get this away.
I always forget the goddamn warlocks.
There's still one more. There's one more. There's one DPS class.
Hunters.
There it is.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. We'll give it to you. We'll give that one. Yeah.
No.
Yep. That was good. All right, next one. This one's a little bit. You
shouldn't give that
easier.
to me. I read Warlock and Hunter in chat. You
give that to me. I don't have chat up. I didn't see that.
Okay. Don't give that to me. I actually, yeah. All I ever care about are shamans, dude. It's literally my entire focus in life.
Yeah, let's see. There's Resto Shaman. There's Enhancement Shaman. There's shamans who don't know how to play
Resto, Enhancement, Elemental, and then there's other classes, I guess.
All right. Where did Leroy Jenkins take place?
Leroy Jenkins took place in Upper Blackrock Spire in the Rookery. A lot of people think that it was a real event, but it was actually staged. It was one of the original internet memes. It was done on purpose.
Yes. All of that is correct. I just fact-checked that Upper Blackrock Spire. Yeah, because they had all those little guys, those little dragons by the eggs.
Yeah.
You had to skirt
them. You ran
through
the eggs and popped them all, yeah.
Isn't that amazing though? Where all these games have come, like where you just watch a video and you're like, okay, now you're gonna walk over here, you're gonna go there, we're gonna skip this boss, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Dude,
I was talking about that on stream the other day, and it makes me so sad that we live in such an interconnected, like knowledge base, everything in game. Like all games have been alpha, beta tested for years. All the knowledge is always data mined. The game launches with literal thousands of hours of guides for everything to do from top to bottom. Like, we're never going to experience like a game launching and people not knowing everything to do in it. And I hate that. Honestly, I hate that. Like, you could obviously not watch that stuff and still get that experience, but not if your brain is broken like me and you want to be the best at something. Like, I loved the experience of early WoW, and I guess like stuff like that, where it's like you had to just figure stuff out. Nobody knew where all the quests were. Nobody knew where, like, like all the best ways to do X, Y, and Z was. You just figured it out, dude. And we're never gonna experience that again. And if we do, I hope I'm wrong, but man, it's such a great experience that is lost now because everything is known from day one.
Yeah. Well, and do you play 14 online, Final Fantasy 14 online? Or I guess it's only online, Final Fantasy 14.
So I played it a little bit when it first came out, when it was like before it became Realm Reborn, right?
Yeah, when it was terrible.
That was terrible. And then I started playing, I did like Star Wars The Old Republic, but I recently got into Final Fantasy 14. I played it for a little while, and then my guild started playing Lost Ark, so now I'm doing that.
Yeah. Okay, so that game I started playing, and it's kind of to the point that you were saying, like, there's raid videos and stuff, but like, I love that the mechanics are such that if they step you up into it, you might be in like a 20-minute fight with a boss, but they will show you, okay, basic mechanics. Okay, we've got a cone. There's going to be an attack there. Okay, now this is happening. Now this. Now make sure you look at your effects and their effects, and this is how you get rid of the effects. So there's basically like, a handful of mechanics that they mix and match for each boss. So I love going into those new raids with little experience and just kind of figuring it out along the way. Most of the time you're not a douchebag for doing that.
So like I think the last experience I really had playing a game like that, so there was this MMO that died, of course, that came out about 10 years ago called Warhammer Online. And it failed because it went up against WoW, and everything that went up against WoW over 10 years ago failed. But like, my favorite thing to do is, like, in a lot of these older games, you'll have like talent trees. And I would always like to come up with like these specific talent builds that were like way out of the box, but still worked really well. And that's just like a very specific enjoyment I get. And I feel like that's the last time I was really able to do that in a game. So it was like over 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, who was the first guild to finish Ragnarok?
First guild to kill Ragnaros?
Ragnaros, sorry. I wrote it down wrong.
That I don't know. I mean, my initial guess would be Death and Taxes, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't find the answer. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's. I
can't find it on the internet.
Ragnaros. I know he was first killed a couple of months into WoW, and then Onyxia was killed a little bit after that. But if I just had to guess, like the one guild that everybody remembers from original WoW was like Death and Taxes. They were like the guild.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Well, we'll call that true because I have no way to verify it. All right.
Cool. I'm good with it.
Final question.
I can tell you the first guild to kill it in WoW Classic. I mean, I could tell you that, but it doesn't really matter. But I mean, yeah.
Sure. Okay. So D. Carradine, Onyxia's servant. What was her favorite? What was her favorite tree food?
Say that again?
Yeah. So Onyxia's servant, D. Carradine. What was her favorite tree food?
Sounds like some alliance shit, dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So Onyxia was an alliance NPC, and they had a lot of quests with her and involving her. The Horde literally just got a quest to go kill her, and we did none of that stuff. So to be honest with you, dude, I don't even know that she had a servant. But if I'm gonna say tree, how about an apple? Those are tasty.
Yeah. No, it's very close. So D's favorite tree food are nuts.
No, D's nuts.
D's nuts.
Got me, dude. You fucking got me. God damn it.
The only reason we have this question
this is your fault.
Is because of what was happening on your stream today.
Oh my god, dude! I should have known. God
she loves those nuts. She loves those nuts.
She loves those nuts. She loves those nuts.
It's her favorite tree food.
Oh, god damn it! God damn it!
Oh, what are these nerds talking about? Who the F knows? This ain't no health and fitness.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
I mean, we should troll the guys once in a while too.
Yeah, for sure. No, dude, I honest to God, like every time somebody, like you saw my stream earlier, every time somebody starts talking about something in chat, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, I know this is a goddamn D's nuts joke. Like I know it is.
Yeah, I love it. I knew after hearing that for like 10 minutes, I was like, all right, I got to figure this out.
I know it. I didn't expect this from you.
Oh, expect the unexpected.
Okay.
Volkswagen. All right, let's hit the wheel again. Let's go. So, when did you get into streaming? You've been streaming a little bit longer than everyone, or than a lot of people. I feel like a couple years.
So I started, dude. I've had stints with streaming. I actually have clips still on this computer that I've been importing from new hard drives of when I was streaming back on Justin TV, if you can believe that.
Ooh,
I was streaming
the
like
precursor.
Yeah, dude, I was streaming like Civilization. I was streaming Divinity Original Sin. I was streaming Guild Wars, but I was really bad at it, and I was awkward, and I didn't look at the camera, and I didn't talk.
Yeah, you got to interact.
Shared some clips. Dude, I've shared some clips on stream before of like my old streams. Like, you can't even tell it's a video. Like, I could be a picture. I'm just like just staring, I'm just staring, and I'm just playing. I'm not saying anything. And like eventually I stopped, and then I started streaming again back in like 2015, and then I stopped, and then I started streaming again with this channel. I believe it was like August of 2019, because that's when Classic WoW came out, and that's been it. So yeah, so about almost 3 years now.
Oh, nice. And you were getting going too before COVID.
Yeah. It was a little happenstance that I started streaming right before COVID, just because when Classic WoW launched, and then like I've said, I started doing my fitness streams like right when everything locked down in March of 2020, because I was like, okay, I got clients, I'm going to show them some workouts that they can do at home, and then the lockdown lasted for the rest of our lives, and here we are.
Yeah, and how did that transition work for you and your clients? Because you were already streaming, but they might not have had that experience before, and everything's
a lot of them are like, what the hell is even Twitch? And I'm like, it's okay guys. And then especially like when I first started doing the fitness streams, bro, like everybody who followed me on my channel was from World of Warcraft, and they were just like, what is this? I'm like, guys, it's fine, dude. There's other people that work out. It's cool. Yeah. It's fine. We can talk about WoW.
Shut up and drink your Mountain Dew.
Seriously, like,
click your macros.
It's like this right now, right? It's like this right now. It's like we're sitting here talking about WoW. It's a fitness stream, and like so many people are just like, what the fuck are you guys talking? So I get people in from the fitness community, and they're like, what is this? And I get people in from the WoW community, and they're like, what is this? So I just feel like for the past 2 years, I've just been perpetually confusing people, and I'm just gonna lean into it, dude. It's fine.
You just got to bring the best of both worlds into it. So when something happens in the raid,
dude, I do the best I possibly can.
You're gonna do like handstand push-ups or something. Like just get them used to it. Get your guild mates doing some push-ups and stuff.
So I have little redemptions on my stream now. Like in the middle of the raids, people will go have me do like a spin kick on the heavy bag or something. So I've tried to hybridize it a little bit.
Oh, nice.
It's still weird.
Yeah. Well, that's probably one of the coolest redeems that I've seen is the name your own combo. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my buddy that I used to work with, we worked at this boxing gym, and we would do like a cardio kickboxing class, and we would basically just come up for these combos for people, and it was fun. You know, we'd do it to music. And so he joined my stream one day, and he just started giving me combos to do, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's a cool redemption. Nobody else uses it except for Snookers, who comes, except for Snookers, who comes
combos
up with
the best,
most ridiculous combos. They're like headbutt, double elbow, hit him with your ass, Kamehameha wave. And I'm like, I gotta figure out how to make this work.
Dude, I love it too how you do that. You like think of the flow, and then you do it, and you're like, oh, that is not as awkward as it sounded like it was going to be.
Good. His last one was really good.
You would if you didn't lose all your points to Netherbane.
Yeah, so I was playing WoW, and I did so there's this axe that I really wanted in the game, and I had like a chat redemption, like, will this axe drop, will it not drop? And then he voted that it wouldn't, and it did, and then he lost like literally 50,000 channel points.
Oh, dang. I wish we could reward people with channel points. That'd be pretty rad, because they don't mean anything anyway. That'd make the game. I
need like tens of thousands of acro channel points, because he has like do a magic trick as one of his redemptions, but it's 100,000 points or something fucking crazy.
That takes like months and months and months. And I'll just leave streams up, and I'm constantly clicking that green button. Like, come on, let's go. 20K.
It's too much, dude. 20K is a lot, dude.
Yeah. All right.
I did it once, and I'm now nowhere near that again.
Now you're a popper. You were a prince. Now you're a popper. Let's get a little flex on. We've got push-ups.
Okay.
We've got
Nice. Yeah. Do I have to do the feet up like you do?
clap.
Like the feet up clappy push-ups?
I'm not feeling the feet up today. Let's do no feet up.
That's a little excessive.
Like I don't know if my head's gonna fall off or something.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let me see if we can do this here. I think that's as low. Ooh, look at my tits. That's as low as the camera goes.
All right.
Also,
Cool.
I can't hear anything anymore.
You'll have to look.
Ready?
Let's see. Ready? 3. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah! Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. What's going on?
Feet up
I'm
thing
just
is
chilling.
hard, bro. How do you do that?
I'm just chilling. I channeled some Beowulf right there.
I hope that I did them correctly. I don't even know.
I think so. I don't know if you heard or saw the countdown. I started going when I saw you go.
Right when I took off my headset, I'm like, I can't hear anything, so I just went.
The best part is when things don't make sense and it gets real awkward.
Yeah.
The heavy breathing, flexing. That's the best stuff.
There we go. And now 300 viewers.
How
Welcome
do
to
you
Twitch.
like this? You're gonna like it over here. You're gonna like it over here a lot better.
Swear to
Do
God.
bridges. Whose push up is it anyway? Whose line is it anyway? We could get some bros together. Oh, I'll get you into something. Acro mentioned this too. He's like, I want to act, not be in production. I do have, so a buddy of mine is working on a film right now. And then once he finishes that, he has like a zombie film he wants to make. So we'll probably start working on that for the next couple of years. And no wireless headphones. What the hell kind of hotel is this?
Yeah, I don't have wireless headphones.
Yeah. I don't know. These are wireless, but the freaking Bluetooth sucks.
Bro,
balls.
we're so twinsies. Like, I swear to God, I have those exact pair of headphones in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
I just stopped
these
using
are rad.
those because they're so sound canceling that when I was playing World of Warcraft, I would scream. And my wife was like, you need
Pounding on the wall.
be quiet. And so I got these because they're open ear. So I can kind of hear myself when I talk.
Nice.
When I wore those, I would just be like, I'd be PvPing and I'd just be like, ah!
Yeah.
And she's like, you are going to scare the neighbors.
And when you power them too, like they completely cancel, right? So they are pretty rad.
Yeah.
So I do want I want to have like bro zombies. I would love to have everybody
zombies.
in. Yeah. Well, like maybe
I'd
like
be
the
happy to be a
characters.
bro zombie for you, dude.
The characters go by a gym. Yeah. The characters go by a gym, and there's zombies, and they're still trying to work out or something.
Yeah.
That could
And then
be
like
the
somebody
fifth
walks
fan.
by and I'm just like pushing him aside like bad macros.
Yeah. No, it's like spicy foods to lose weight. Acro's
Exactly, dude.
Love it.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a part of a casting process. That's what this actually is to be in
nice.
the
This is
zombie
all
movie.
literally just a casting process. Oh, I love it. I love it.
No, exactly. So let's see more questions. Kind of in the fitness, in streaming and stuff, and like I loved finding. Okay, first tangent, and then I'll get back to this thought. I loved your video about your back. Also, the Regenekind or whatever, Regenecon or whatever that is, sounds like part of like a bad, like a evil villain's plan to take over the world. Like everyone needs to get Regenekind. Regenekind will regenerate
it's got
it's like
good
Soylent
branding.
Green. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got good branding for sure.
But that was cool. I think I can maybe link that video. People should check that out because like your back was like fucked. And
it was fucked. Yeah,
your
I
doctors,
ruptured
go
a
ahead.
disc and I herniated multiple discs. And I was gonna find photos of myself from that time, but I was just basically. I mean, I wasn't like crippled or anything, but if I didn't lay at a specific angle on the floor, I was basically in like 10 out of 10 pain nonstop, and I had to sleep Like just to sleep at night, I had to like arc my back as hard as I possibly could and hang off the side of the bed. It was like literally the worst
my
8
gosh.
months of my life. Like if I don't want to bring anything down or anything, but if my life continued in that direction, I would not be here right now. Like it was fucking awful. It was awful. Like not only could I not exercise, I couldn't move, and I was in endless 10 out of 10 pain every single day of my life. And if it wasn't for this goddamn treatment, dude, I would not be here today.
And you weren't able to get surgery, or they couldn't do anything else on it?
So they wanted to fuse my back together.
Oh, that's right. And put the rods in, and
yeah, they wanted to fuse my back together and put the rods in, so I would have extremely limited mobility. And they wouldn't. And they told me flat out, they're like, we don't even know if this is going to remove the pain, but it might. And it's like you're going to lose your ability to do martial arts ever. You're going to lose your ability to like work out, and it might not even remove the pain. And this is all we're going to do for you. So I went with the super crazy bankrupt myself option.
Mm-hmm. And the Regenikine, is it Regenikine or Regenicon, or
it's like Regenikine, like it was called Orthokine was the original treatment, and then they rebranded it as Regenikine here in the U.S.
Sure, yeah, the Kobe treatment.
Kobe treatment, yeah.
And you got that? Was that 2014?
Yeah, my timeline's starting to blur together. I know I got injured in 2014, and I think I got it done at like the end of 2014, beginning of 2015, because I know I did my bodybuilding show in 2015 in September, and that was like my look at me, I'm healthy again kind of coming out moment, you know.
Yeah, and 2017 I think is when you made the video, and like 3 years later you were still pain-free and functioning, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was sort of stem cell injections. So there was basically what they do. I've told this so many people, but the treatment it's basically it uses your body's blood as like an anti-inflammatory. So I got pictures. I don't know how to share it, but I'll send it later, unless BitLife can do it. But let me see, where the hell's my thing, because I made sure to specifically grab something for you. But basically They take out these massive vials of your blood. Here, I'm sending it to them right now. And then they put them in a big ass centrifuge, and then they superheat it, and then it separates like the blood plasma, and then they let it cool overnight, and then they inject the blood plasma back into the sites over like 3 or 4 days. And it basically acts as it's blocking the picture of my back because it's explicit apparently. But here's what I had wrong with me. You can show that. And then so basically it acts as an anti-inflammatory, and then basically allows your body to heal itself. But yeah, so that's what I did back in 2015, and it cost me $15,000 as a complete shot in the dark to make this happen. But I cannot express to you enough how much pain I was in and how much I was willing to do to make this work. It's literally the only treatment. Yeah, it's the only treatment. But yeah, you can see the herniated disc and the ruptured disc, and the other herniated disc is really bad. They were like, yeah, you have the spinal lumbar of like a 70-year-old man. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. So you see the L5 is ruptured, and then directly above that, the L4 is herniated, and then the L3 is partially herniated. You see that little bulge? I can't really show you with my mouse, but like you see where the yellow line is? That's where the disc fluid is ruptured, and then the one above that is herniated. Yeah, that's where it's popping out, yeah. I haven't had an MRI since then, so I can't really tell you, but the pain I was experiencing was like massive sciatica pain, is because the herniation was pushing on the nerve, and that constant amount of pain was causing massive inflammation, and the inflammation was causing it to basically never heal. So what the blood did, it just basically like told the whole goddamn area to calm down. And then it just chilled out. There wasn't any more inflammation. It actually blocked, if I remember correctly from the doctor, it blocks inflammation for up to 2.5 to 3 years. So it actually is, as a side effect, it actually prevented a great deal of any sort of muscular hypertrophy in that area, but there's no real muscles in that area anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if you were to ever get this done in any sort of muscular area, like no inflammation equals no muscular growth, so that's kind of an issue. But other than that, that's really the only thing. And so now I've also been talking about this on my stream a little bit. I've been really, really, obviously for obvious reasons, I've been very careful with my lower back. I've not done really heavy deadlifts. I've not done really heavy squats. I've just been trying to really just isolate it, do light stuff. So I've only recently started like training that area again. So, but it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good now. I mean, I can't complain. It's been 7 years and I'm still okay.
Dude, that's awesome. It's fun to hear that. You know, it's awesome to hear that.
Ryan, you're muted apparently.
I think I unmuted myself. Yeah, it's the multiple streams. On OBS, I was muted. Thanks, guys.
It wasn't PRP, though. It's not PRP. So the thing is, I went and saw a doctor before this about PRP. It's not PRP. PRP is something different, and I cannot remember the exact differences, but I think PRP is not classified as a drug by the FDA, and this was because they took it out of your body, and it sits overnight, and any bodily fluid that is out of the human body for 24 hours is now classified as a drug, and this wasn't regulated by the FDA. So that's why I had to pay out of pocket, and it wasn't covered by insurance.
But you could do it in the U.S. at least. I think you mentioned too, like Kobe.
Yeah,
before
I
was
did
in
it
the U.S.
Dallas.
Had to go to like Germany. Okay.
Yeah, if I would have done it, it had just come to the U.S. a couple of years ago. It was only in Dallas and in Santa Monica. Years like 2 or 3 years before that, I would have had to went to Germany.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any bodily fluid.
Any bodily fluid.
Yeah, we'll take some out. We got some extra. We can put some in.
Yeah, do you want some non-FDA regulated fluids?
Yeah, specifically eye fluid. I have a lot of eye mucus. So is that healthy? Yeah. You want my eye milk?
You did PRP for hair? Dude, Gamora, aren't you like 20? Why were you going bald, dude? What's going on?
PRP, yeah, is that the thing that Eddie's always recommending
it's like
for facial hair?
Platelet replacement therapy or something?
Okay.
I forget exactly. Bro, I don't know why I'm going bald.
Guys, let's get into this.
Sorry,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
real.
I'm sorry. You should listen, man. Just shave it off. You'll be fine.
Sorry. I snorted. Good. Okay. Let's hit that wheel again. There's 2 left. We got like almost the Bears colors here.
I love when it's only the one color. That's like my favorite
I don't know how
thing.
to make it better.
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid. This will be fun.
Squat. What's that say? Air squat recombobulation? What the hell does that say?
Totally. Air squat recombobulation.
Recommendations.
Air squat recommendation, Broheim. Okay, let me find my
Can't be bald
recommendations
and
here.
phallic pick a struggle.
Oh no. So you got to get swole now.
Facts,
That's right,
bro. Facts, dude. Yeah. I mean, you gotta get the Joe. Like you've seen fucking narwhals, right, dude? Go bald, get a beard. That's all you gotta do.
All right, you ready? So we're gonna get set.
Are we just doing air squats? Like, what's the recommendations? Like,
Broheim, we have 1 minute of air squats, and I've got a list of recommendations that I'll ask you.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna try not to pee all over everything while we're doing this.
I really have to pee as well, so here we go.
All right, let's see. I can't remember if the timer's on over here. So, nope, the timer's not up, but that's cool. We got a timer. Here we go. All right. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite dessert?
Sorry, I'm boring. Ooh, favorite dessert, burger.
Favorite exercise?
Favorite exercise?
Yeah.
Shit. Ooh, fuck, dude. That's actually so difficult. Lat pull down.
Oh, ooh, favorite superhero?
Dude, these are hard. Oh my god. I want to go with something hipster. I really want to go with something hipster. I don't want to go with something mainstream. I got to think of something very hipster. Fuck. Favorite. Let's go with Lobo. DC Lobo. He's not even a superhero.
All right, there you go. Favorite movie or TV show?
Favorite movie or TV show? Favorite movie, Big Trouble in Little China.
All right. Favorite guilty pleasure?
Favorite guilty pleasure. Oh my god, why is that the first thing that popped in my head? Oh my god.
Yeah, I changed it from dirty pleasure to guilty pleasure.
Favorite guilty pleasure. Mature filter on the stream. Having sex, not coming to climax, but making the person I'm having sex with climax 7 times.
Flex. All right, favorite game. Last one.
What's the last one?
Favorite game.
Favorite game?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7.
All right, that's our minute and a half or so. Hang on, let me get that on your shoulder real quick.
Why was that the first thing that came to my fucking head, dude? What the fuck is wrong with me?
So you're telling us it was only a 7-floor hotel, I think, right?
No, well, listen.
In the case
7
of this
is
story,
not the record. It's my favorite number.
In chat, do you think that was true? You think it was a lie? I don't know. We'll never know. There's no way to tell.
I'm actually terrible, dude. I don't know. I'm bad. I'm bad. I got a tiny peepee.
I mean, if you're going for 18 floors, like, I don't know what's going on. Good. That was great. I did have the light as a cue.
Why am I so
good.
out of breath from that?
I know.
That was like nothing.
I know, right? We just get this really fast aerobic move. And then
I think it was
brings
the
that
adrenaline
spice
dump of having
up.
to think of that shit on the spot.
Well, and I changed it too because I had written down like dirty pleasure, and then who was a tabs was like, wait, dirty pleasure. I was like, no, I mean guilty pleasure. It's like, oh crap, I didn't realize that's what I had.
It feels bad sometimes, but it doesn't. Also, I don't know, man. Whatever.
The Edger Hack, nice rebrand. There you go. Are you ready for this? For this last
I really should have said anything else, but whatever.
No, that's what should happen.
Yeah,
we do these crazy things so that we're not thinking when we answer. Guys, I wonder what it's gonna be.
What could it be? Actually, I don't know because I can't read that fast. Like, what the fuck is it actually?
Yeah.
Revealing photo, okay,
baby.
That's what we thought the first one was gonna be.
Yes. Let's see. Now, how do I get this? I think I have it ready. Ready? Ho! Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Boom.
I told everybody I had green hair in high school. Most people don't believe me.
Let's do this.
I actually showed off some of these on stream the other day, and then I tried to change them up a little bit.
This is great.
So that's me when I'm 17.
Also, like the bandana and the hair are like such a signature style. I have trouble seeing you in this, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
you guys, everybody wants to know the bandana story. Like, here's the bandana story, guys. This is literally it. Not to deter from the photo, because the photo I believe I'll talk about in a second.
Are those puka shells?
Okay, by the way, it wasn't the 90s. I'm not that fucking old. But the bandana, so when I first started streaming, my camera was basically directly down onto my face like this. And so I have a pretty big forehead to begin with. And it just made it look like I was mega mind. So the only thing I'm like, I gotta wear a bandana. So now I just started wearing the bandanas and like theming them with the days. But honest to God, the original beginning of the bandana was just like, my camera angle makes it look like I'm all forehead. I gotta fix this shit, dude. And the only way to fix it is with a bandana.
That's great. The awkwardness of the technology setup led to branding.
Yeah, exactly.
I
was like, now it's Taco Tuesday every Tuesday.
That's awesome, dude. And
so
like shell
necklaces
and like MTV happening right here. Love it.
So this was, I think this was our senior party or something. So this was like our end of year senior party. I'm wearing my Dojo's t-shirt. The girl next to me is, so the guy with the yellow hair over there, that was my best friend in high school. That was his girlfriend at the time, but she's wearing my shirt. I was a huge weeb, and all my shirts had kanji and stuff all over them, which I got from the North Pole, which is an urban brand, but they love kanji. But anyway, so she was wearing my shirt, and that's me with green hair. And I used to do this thing all the time when people would take photos of me where I stood on one foot and did like the double Buddha thing. I don't know what the fuck, I cannot explain it, but that's what it is, dude.
This'll be my thing.
This will be my thing now, guys. Everybody will remember me as the 1 foot guy.
Yeah, and then 20 years ago, they're like, all right, Buddha, 1 foot guy. Great.
Yeah, this is it. You're
like, no, I'm bandana and hair guy. I get it.
Yeah, that's me.
I
also had a chin spike. That was my hairstyle of choice for so long.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
so
died.
Cool.
And died.
And died, of course. Dyed green, of course.
Yeah, I still in any of these I can't. It's so hard to picture you. Like, you just looks like somebody else.
Look like a fucking dumbass is what I look like. But yeah, so back
That's
when I
great.
was fighting, I always shaved my head into like a mohawk kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
And that was that. And then that was also so we also had individual guild forums and WoW. So that's why that says Heck, because I've been using the name Holder Heck since 2005. But yeah, so that was my WoW forum icon.
Yeah, what is Holder Heck, by the way?
Holder Heck is, so my original WoW character was actually a dwarven paladin. I really like dwarves. And Holder Heck,
I knew it. I knew there was a paladin deep down inside of you. I knew it.
I love dwarves, dude. They're so
bubble,
cool.
Just bubble.
But yeah, so I had a Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 or maybe 3.0 player's manual next to me, and I'm like, I'm playing a dwarf. So I opened up the back of the book and I went to dwarven clan names, and Holder Heck is just it's like a random dwarven clan name.
Nice. Super nerdy. I love it.
Yes, I like WoW Nutmeg.
Careful.
Well, sort of. I have a love-hate relationship with WoW. I had facial hair as a teenager. Well, I'm not Japanese, Jason, so it's easier for me to have facial hair, bro.
Dude, I must be Japanese because I can't get facial hair. Even with all the supplement, the PRP.
You guys just lost. I get fucked. The game. So yeah, so this was me cosplaying. It's a very obscure. Again, I'm a hipster. There's this character called the Shade in DC Comics. This was me cosplaying him. It's also the jacket is it's from the Matrix. It's Neo's jacket, and then I just threw the rest together. I had black jeans and a dress shirt and gloves and shit.
This is super legit.
Honest to God, like I would dress like that right now. Like,
yeah, you could do it
dressed like that.
Yeah, and this, so let's see. You had mentioned being heavier when you were little, but this is well into your MMA and kind of fitness career.
I was so much lighter then. Yeah. Like I was probably like 185 pounds or something then. Like now I'm 205, 210, 215, depending on where I am in my bulk and cut.
Sure.
But yeah, so then I was way lighter.
Yeah.
No one understands the game. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. No one just in case you don't get it, I have a sign. Did the character have this or?
So the game that has nothing to do with the cosplay. That was like one of I want to say like the earliest, but it's an internet meme. If you write the game, the game, you can look up the rules of the game, but even thinking about or acknowledging the game means you lose.
You're playing. Oh.
So I'm holding that up and taking a picture. So basically, anybody who knows about the game has now lost.
But you've already lost.
I've already lost, but it doesn't matter. Everyone else loses. Yeah, it's basically a 4chan meme from 2005.
I just want to bring everyone down. Yeah, that's funny. Well, it's like the Ring, but you don't die.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Ring, but you don't die. You're just annoyed. Oh yes, there we go.
The Mountain Dew obsession again. Like I look and I look and I look. I'm like I don't see you. It's so fun.
I used to cut my own hair. Yeah, and I was very poor for a very long time, and I couldn't go to barbers, so I would just cut my own hair, and I just buzz cut myself all the time. That was literally my haircut for 27 years. Like that was it.
Keep it nice and tight, nice and clean. I used to cut my hair too. I just got tired of it, and I'm like, I guess I can spend $25 at this point.
Yeah. I love that photo specifically because so at the time, again, my Mountain Dew obsession is not new, but so at the time, Mountain Dew was testing these 2 new diet flavors. All I ever drink is Diet Mountain Dew, so I was so intrigued. Okay. There was like a strawberry Mountain Dew and like a blueberry Mountain Dew. And I actually had those in a decanter, and I was like sifting them and like, I can taste the notes of elderberry. You know, it's like, I just love it, bro. I just love it.
And they definitely were testing them because they got the news back that several people died, so they had to pull them from the market. I
think they kept the blue one. I think the blue one is Voltage or something. I'm not even really sure, but I liked the purple one better.
Yeah, let's see. What's the other one? What's the red one? Is there a red one that was kind of recent and popular? I think we had that at the movie theater. That's the only reason I knew it, but it was very good.
The ones out now, there's like they've actually just released a bunch of new flavors. There's a red one now. It's Code Red.
Code Red. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah. This predated Code Red.
Okay.
By I don't know. This must have been like 2000.
Are they going the way of Oreos?
Or something?
Just like every type of sweet that you can imagine. So like this is.
Oh God, I love it.
This is Oreo
Here's
diet.
my trick, dude. Here's my
Mountain Dew.
trick now because I love Mountain Dew so much. I'll pour regular Mountain Dew into a cup, and then I get this water flavorer stuff, this like Mio, and then I'll make my own flavors of Mountain Dew. Oh God, I love it. I love artificial sweeteners so fucking much. I love them so much.
I mean, you only have to drink like what, like eight or 100 of
like
those
800 gallons of it for it to be an issue. Yeah,
100 a day for like 100 days.
Yeah, you'll be
it'd
fine.
Be a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Dude, Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that.
I'm
Dude,
here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
I love those games because they came on discs back in the day. The Duke Nukem games. So like I would play.
Yeah.
I never owned it, but I would play that demo of the original Duke Nukem for like ever. Like you beat it in a half an hour, start again.
Yeah.
Like freaking loved it.
Duke 3D. Well, there was the 2D Dukes too, like the old school ones that were like the side scrollers.
Well, and there's the one that's kind of like the first one that's like Quake like. That's like the awkward like fake 3D or
Duke
whatever.
3D, yeah.
So good. Yeah. What was this for? You were at some conference?
Yeah, it was an anime convention. I used to go to anime conventions all the time. That's where I was dressed up as the Shade, and I was dressed up as Duke Nukem. And in the vein of being Duke Nukem, I was trying to be obnoxious, which seems to be something that I can lean into pretty well, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I love that.
I was just like, well, I'm like, I don't even like anime. You're all nerds. And just like shit like that. And I don't know, it was great.
Yeah.
I love Duke Nukem as a character. He's so completely over the top, and I've learned how to do his voice. That was basically it.
Yeah, and just those games were so silly, and I don't know. I feel like they were kind of like, what is it? It's not Crisis. What's the other one? There's another game. There's like 4 of them. You can get them on all the streaming services now, where it's kind of open world. No, it's kind of open world. It'll come to me. It happens a lot. It's a shooter. You play it a lot in forests, and there's political storylines going on.
Yes. What the hell is that called?
Come on, internet.
I know what you're talking about.
I love those because they're so nonsensical, and like I feel like my love of that came from like Duke Nukem's just kind of irreverent style of storytelling.
Yeah. There's this great Duke Nukem meme that always gets referenced in our guild. And it's like whenever anybody like writes something that nobody wants to read, they'll just be like, "Wow, that's a lot of words. Shame I'm not gonna read them."
the deep Duke Nukem cut. Oh, nobody's got it yet. All right.
What the hell is the name of that game? I want to find out. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue.
I know.
Too.
I feel like I could
exactly
just load it up on like one of 4 services that I have. You know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
there we go.
Just being dorky, but then you described it to me, and I was like, oh yes, okay, I get you.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a Dragon Ball Z power up. As a junior in high school, I was very popular. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Bro, right around this exact same time, like if you guys couldn't tell, I love the weeb clothing. Everything, I'm not joking to you, dude. Everything I owned had kanji on it or something. But right around this exact same time, me and a group of my friends who were also very popular, let me tell you, would stand outside the high school and we would do Mega Man doo-wop. And so we would just like get together. A couple of us could snap their fingers. I can't. We would just be like,
I love it so much.
Oh,
that's
we just
awesome.
do that as people would walk by and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with them?"
Dude, you gotta watch Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah,
it seems like a story right out of that. Oh my
like
gosh,
secretly,
so good.
Nice.
That's so good.
But yeah, that's my peak of popularity right there.
Yeah, no, I would totally be your friend in high school as well.
I hope so.
I felt like I wasn't cool enough to like, or bold enough to wear shirts like that. I was like, oh, I guess I'll get the American Eagle, whatever everyone else is wearing. But really inside, I'm like, I'm gonna show my color.
Dude, I was so wrapped up in like martial arts. I'm like, everyone's gonna know I'm the karate guy. Dude, I had a fucking rivalry in high school with this kid who did taekwondo, and I did karate.
Okay.
And he did like the sport taekwondo, so he did the cool flippy axle kicks and shit.
Not practical
and
for fighting.
I was like, I'm a real fighter. You're a dancer. We had literally like a martial art rivalry in school, dude.
Yeah, you're like walking at him like, yeah, you're gonna get what's
We did
coming
like
to
the West
you.
Side Story battles, bro. I'm like, come at me, dude.
That's awesome. No regrets. No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets at
yeah.
all. And then there's the video. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my old branding. I did all my stuff was the max level.
The max level. Yeah. So do you still do that with your training, or is that not the training?
That's the name of my LLC. So
Okay.
like if anybody signs a paper or something, it'll have like that at like the very, very bottom, but it's just it's just my name now. I got rid of that whole deal. Although my book still has that on there, but whatever.
Yeah. No, that's nice. So let's see. I think so. We've wrapped up the wheel. Let's leave it on this photo for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Just to
right?
really-
Leave it there, dude. That should be my new going live icon right there, dude. That should be it.
I would love to see like a redemption maybe too, where we can get him outlined in yellow flames. Just charge up to.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
your hype emote, maybe. That'd be awesome.
My God, dude.
Little
So
Ben.
good.
Little. Also,
I'm so happy I still have those photos.
did they do two fingers like this? What is this?
Yeah, it's because I was doing like a Dragon Ball power up, and I was like it's like I was like in the middle of doing like an instant transmission.
I see.
I don't know.
Yes.
Dude.
Okay.
I can't anymore,
There's-
dude. I can't go
there's
deep
no
enough into
reasoning.
this stuff anymore,
Yeah.
dude.
No. Chat
I
can
didn't
figure
include
it
the
out.
wedding. Do I still have that? So I can give that. Give me a second. I got another good one for you. If
Sure.
you want to give me a moment. I was talking about this on stream the other day. I'm sorry, man. I'm so random
That's
with
all
this
right.
shit.
B
But
Wolf says, "Nah, I'd be ignoring you guys."
Chris was in chat. Unable to save image preview. Okay, we just screenshot it. And she was talking about how if we go to TwitchCon, we're all gonna get together and do the Ginyu Force pose. And I'm like, that's what I did at my wedding. I had all my groomsmen do the Ginyu Force pose with me. And she's like, what? And then I couldn't find
Nice.
the photo. My wife sent it to me on Discord. So there you go. There we can do one more awkward photo for everybody. Anybody who's interested in it.
Let's see. Let's
You guys
go.
can see that.
We'll go to. Meow. Wait, will this work? Wait. Yes, that'll work. Oh, nice. Did your groomsmen
good.
get it, or were they like, "What the are we doing?"
So the guy, the bald dude, that's Narwhals, he knew what it was. And then the guy in the upper left knew what it was, but the guy in the middle and the guy on the right had no idea whatsoever.
You guys all are. Well, is this you,
Yeah.
by the way?
Yeah, that's me in the lower right hand corner.
Damn, you clean up well.
Sometimes, yeah.
Everyone's got some pretty decent. Again, as like a baby face, I like this is like less hair than a baby's bottom.
Where's the beard?
I know. I'm like, dang, like look at he's got a little bit of like I don't know. He's like working towards a Fu Manchu or some kind of weird conquistador thing, and he's got the base to cover the lack of hair. Like everybody's kind of rocking some facial hair, but that's pretty awesome.
I like to cut
That's
mine
great.
off periodically, and then it seems to upset people, so it makes me want to cut it off even more.
Well, I think too, like my brother-in-law, he's a bigger guy, and it's great when he jokes about it. He's like, "Yeah, you're not gonna want to see this when I shave it," but I totally love it. I always give him my utmost love. I'm like, dude, it's nice to see your face once in a while behind that beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. There we go. All right, what do we got? That's it. I think we hit all the wheels. We chatted for a little while.
This was fun, man.
got
This
some
was super
spicy
fun.
truths.
I appreciate you letting. And I, honest to God, dude, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've interrupted you like 100 times. I am so fucking bad at that. I am so sorry,
Dude.
Like every time I talk, I'm like, oh God, I'm interrupting him again. Oh God.
This is how a natural conversation goes though, and like
Yeah.
I appreciate that we can just kind of bounce back and forth because like Zoom meetings, everybody knows like the meetings are so shit when it's like and then you pause and then nobody talks, and like so I love the energy. I love the okay, you go, no, I go, and like you kind of it's like a I don't know sporting event where you kind of balance that back and forth that play. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you, dude. I'm super hyped up now on coffee, but I appreciate your energy and you coming on, dude.
My 2 liter is gone. I knew it would last the
Did
whole
you
time.
drink
I have
that
to
whole
piss
thing?
so bad, but my 2 liter is gone.
How was that in your body?
It's just sitting there, dude.
Let's see. How do we want to? Who did I give that to? Let's see. I want to make sure we got people their presence. Indy Fit, if you're still around, you're one of our winners. And then we got to choose a second winner. How do we choose a second winner? Somebody said Chun-Ri, somebody said Acro. Do we let the people just vote, or do we make them compete like in like a death sport for that other
like
sub?
A death sport, I think. I think everything should always come down to a death sport, honestly.
Now, yeah. Okay, so everyone needs to fight to the death, and the last one gets the sub. How's that sound? You're perma-subbed.
Yeah, Acro has the lifetime membership.
That's the way to go. This is not a lifetime. This is a month. This is a month.
This is a single month.
Yeah, this is not the platinum. This is not gold. This is not silver. This is like bronze.
Yeah, this is covered in whipped cream Jello wrestling battle royale.
Let's see. I don't have a good way. I'll just pick somebody in your stream tomorrow.
Yeah, that works. That's fine for me.
Gift somebody tomorrow. So, Indy, if you're around and you don't sub, you get a sub, and then somebody else will get one tomorrow. So you got to tune in to Holder Heck tomorrow on Twitch. Are you streaming tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Yeah,
Wednesday?
I'll be streaming tomorrow. Usually tomorrow I'd be streaming sometime in like the middle afternoon, but the baby got COVID last week, so she's not allowed to go back to school until Thursday. So
Sure.
I've been doing a little bit of juggling her. So as soon as wife's done with work or she goes to bed or something, then I'll stream. So I will be streaming tomorrow. I just don't exactly know what time yet.
It's a little bit of like a game. You gotta watch. You gotta tune in whatever time it happens to be, and then we'll come up with something.
We'll figure it out. I'll be here.
Your baby girl, she all right? She good?
Oh, she was totally fine. She had a couple of days of it was actually super sweet because my baby it was so adorable. My wife thought that the baby was going to act like her. My wife's very calm, very quiet, very very just analytical, and she's like,
you're like, nope, it's like me.
Of me. Yeah, and she's like, when we have a child, it'll act like me. I promise. I'm like, you're hoping.
Yeah,
but
good luck
it's not
with
going
that.
to happen. And so the baby is literally me, running around, screaming nonstop, never stops talking, never stops moving. And so the past couple of days when she was sick, she was just laying on the couch, just being all quiet, being all sweet. And I'm like, this is what could have happened, but didn't.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we've got something here. My wife just got some antibiotics, like fluid, like just cough and fluid, and we just had COVID, so we all good. It's like all the other sickness, just all of it. We're getting it. It's awesome.
Just build up the immunity.
Yeah. I feel like I'm immune down here in the basement, but
to everything. Yeah, you just live in my little bubble down here, dude.
Yeah, I'm immune to emotion as well. Pretty much a robot. All right. Anything else to plug? I want to plug your YouTube too.
Well,
right?
yeah, so my YouTube is just, honest to God, it's all World of Warcraft content. But yeah, if anybody's interested in learning how to play an enhancement shaman, sure, you can plug the YouTube. And then I keep telling people that I'm going to start putting other stuff on there. And then I never go through with it to be like, here's 2.5 years of WoW content and now fitness and now other games. But I'm going to do that eventually. So, I mean, I'm pretty proud of what I did with the YouTube. But yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
Feel free to plug it, yeah.
Well, no, I was totally... Oh, did I freaking hit enter? There you go. Yeah, I was definitely lurking, and even some of the older videos I was looking. I think there was some fitness that's older, stuff like that, which I thought was really great.
I had a whole channel, like the Max Level, that was like my personal training channel where I had like fitness demos and like stuff like that. But it's whatever. That's like one attempt of 500 at making this stuff work. You know what I mean?
Well, and isn't it funny? Like, you create a lot of great content, put the thought into it, and then what was it, like the Streamlabs OBS blah 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 setup was like 60,000 hits, and then another technical one was like all the hits, and you're like, come on, I put a lot of effort into these other ones as well.
Yeah.
It's like,
and it's really funny too, because like basically that whole Streamlabs setup, I had when I first started streaming, I had massive technical issues with a lot of stuff. And I just thought that, like, if I went through this, other people probably went through this. So I'm going to take them through a step-by-step process on how to fix the exact problem I had. Apparently 60,000 people had that exact problem, and it helped them, and I'm happy about that. And it's like, I got a couple of WoW videos with, 80, 60,000 hits too, but like most of them are like somewhere around 10. But it's like, whatever, if it helps people, it helps people. So now it's like the other day, I was having this problem playing a game, and I kind of went through an 18-step process on how to fix it. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video about that. Maybe that'll get 80,000 views. Who knows, dude? I don't know.
Yeah, just the content that you think about the least. You're like, okay, that's what resonates. All right, I guess I'll do.
Like whatever, dude. Whatever works for people, you know.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming in and hanging out. I think I can go to the ending stream and we can keep chatting for just a little bit. Thanks everyone for jumping in and coming and playing with us.
Man. This was super fun.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. We hit that goal. It felt a little like cheating, but I'll take it. And we're gonna give that extra sub to Ben's channel. So that'll be awesome. Thanks guys for tuning in. We're gonna have Sammy on and Evo. They're kind of my next two targets. They've given me the soft yeses. I just haven't sent out any of the info, so I got to get them on the hook. Sammy, if you're still on, I'll make that happen. I'll hit you up. That's what we got. Thanks, y'all. See you next time.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you for learning about me, I guess. Bye.
Learning about the Chad. Like, how many endings do you want to do?
Just kill it now. Just make it go away now.